uniting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Luminaries' minds, curious and bright, they explore the unknown and seek the light. With every text and book unfurled, more is understood of this new world. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Seen God steadfast against the tide, protecting the land they stand with pride, rising up from the city walls, keeping the rest safe through it all. Mysticians with their gift for spell, in the threads of magic they weave and dwell, observing the universe's hidden seams, propelling the crew to their hopes and dreams. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hooray! I don't mod consoles, people. I just don't know how. Welcome to episode 6? No? 5? Alright. I'm terrible with counting. It's right on the screen. It's like, welcome to episode 5 of Good Life. So real quick, catching everybody up, and this isn't the full catch up, but I'm just so Charity knows. At the beginning of the month, there was a museum robbery. There was a heckin' museum robbery, where Seth, Forge, Katori, and Iskra, with the help of a new friend named We Are, who told you guys he was a pirate, robbed the Hymnal Museum, which also is Hymnal's prison, which is also Hymnal's vault, and they were going in for a few specific items. They ended up stealing those specific items, destroying many rooms, and assassinating one of the leaders of Hymnal. So Hymnal's mad at everybody, like real mad, and they have been sending out bounty hunters to catch you guys if they in the field if they can. So that's a constant worry that you guys are gonna have to like deal with. And Peanut, we all know Peanut, it has like set out the decree that nobody is allowed to leave the city alone. Like, if you are part of the Wander crew, you cannot leave the city alone. I mean, you can, but that is against the rules. But I will move to the next screen and we will start introducing people. Alright, so we have Adli, played by Starless.
Hi.
We have Kat, played by Stoneghost.
Hello.
Got Tlalli, played by Trixie.
Hey.
And we got Charity, played by Jacob.
Hello.
Look at that cast. Alright, so we're gonna start it. You have all been called into Peanut's office, and Peanut, again, is back to the papers everywhere office. He is in full panic mode. You guys see, like, at this point, like 8 ashtrays sitting on his desk, all of them overflowing with cigarette butts. Like, there are definitely 3 cigarettes in 3 different ashtrays around the room, smoldering right now. Like, they are definitely lit. He has just set them up so when he rolls his rolly chair towards it, he can just smoke over there.
Charity goes and picks up one of the ashtrays and looks at him and just shakes their head like, no.
He's like, Charity, they robbed that museum, Charity. Did Himmel's pissed? Then he's like, have you read the reports from Fulgerlight? And he throws a file that just says Fulgerlight, and it's all like Simmons handwriting onto the desk. It's just like, we got a crew, we got a party stuck over there, and now I'm trying to like build this huge list of like, we're gonna send some luminaries over there, and we need to send some of the seam guard over there. They have a lot of repairs to be done. And, like, luckily they can pay for it, so like we can really.
Oh, the good news is they won't need a bounty for you. You'll be dead.
No. It's just like, trust me, these cigarettes are not gonna kill me. And it's just like, you see him taking a sip, like he just like turns his head around and just goes, and literally the thickest coffee you have ever seen. Like, it might as well be pudding. Or like the thickest mud. Like, you can see the grains in that coffee.
It would take your blood pressure, but I think it would break the cuff.
It seems likely. And it's just like, okay. So, excellent. It's just like, he's like, oh, Trixie, Adli, Cat. Oh, okay. Tlalli, what did I said, I called you Trixie. Tlalli.
Yeah.
And it's like, and Frog. Peanut's always happy to see Frog as long as Frog does not eat Peanut, which is one of Peanut's constant nightmares about Frog.
Oh.
And he's just like, excellent. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
He's just like, alright, so some of us have been to the bone meal before, and he like motions to Adli. You, of course, have been to bone meal, correct? I believe I have a report.
Yes. And yes, you definitely have a report.
Excellent. We've been getting pretty busy lately, as everybody knows. So Joaquin is very busy setting up the Kriegs, and Peter rolls his eyes when he says Kriegs, like, campaign. And it's just like, so we can't send Joaquin, and between that and the hymnal problem, we're looking for anybody willing to venture out to, like, he's like, listen, and he pulls out like a big file. Oh, no, not a big file, sorry, the opposite. An incredibly thin file that just says Plumb Bob on it. And he opens it, and it's just like, this is what we know about Plumb Bob. It's a city in a canyon in bone meal. It's like, that's it. That's all we know. But they sent this nice letter asking for help. And, like, it's very, very curt. It's just like, Plumb Bob formally requests help from the Silver Thimble. Please send anyone with any... and then there's a word that Peanut tries to say, but, like, he can't really make it out. He's just like, I've had this translated, but he shows it to everybody. And, like, it's a weird-looking word. Like, it doesn't... They don't look like letters for this word, but Charity, coming off the page... Like, the word itself is almost a spell, that just says necromancer.
Oh dear. I know what that word is.
He's like, we checked it out too, Charity, but I'm glad that, like, hold on, let me make sure. Did it come up as necromancer for you? Somebody else answered something different. But we have multiple people that said necromancer.
It says necromancer, yes.
Can you roll me a 20-sider?
See if I remember how.
All right. Oh, that would have been really fun if that was a 13, but it's not, so don't worry about it. So you read it as it doesn't just mean necromancer. It means there's other things to it. So it means old god, ancient one, the one that was before. Like, it's not just like a necromancer. It is talking about somebody that has any knowledge of this kind of necromantic power.
Okay. They're going to relay that to Peanut. It's because it's a bit more complicated than just necromancer. It looks like it might reference an old god or a type of necromancy. I'm not feeling quite enthused about it, needless to say.
It's like, wait, so it can mean the old god? He's like, he leans back and like yells out the window. It's just like, can somebody apologize to Sam for me? I threw a book at his head. I'm very stressed out today.
It's an understandable. The way it appears on the page, it's quite understandable. There's like, it seems like there's layers to it. I can't quite explain it.
He's like, okay, so can I count on you to? Can I count on you to do, not you two, but you, to go investigate this for me? Like, and like the reason I called both you and Trixie in here, like Trixie, God damn it, you and Tlalli in here, is just like, you two both have what we might call unstable powers. Like him, like the report from the game where you guys went and fought a giant snail and Tlalli did now the second most damage that we've ever seen. Simmons did the most we've ever seen yesterday. But he blew up an entire room to do it. Tlalli killed one person. I killed one snail. No collateral damage. And it's just like, you two have what we have documented as a slightly out of control powers, and we don't know what the world's gonna be like for you out there. And he looks over at Adli, and he's just like, and this is where the mysticians come in.
Oh.
If you could keep an eye on them, make sure nothing and like, I'm not looking for you to babysit our friends. They are capable of themselves, but document any time magic acts as though it shouldn't. It's like, magic always acts strange to me. And go ahead.
Cause one ecological disaster, and no one lets you forget it.
Birds
like,
do like you, please.
He's just like, who are you telling, sister? As like, Peanut has definitely caused ecological disasters in his past. Oh, go ahead, Adli.
No, just remembering the planet tower and also the eldritch horror in my head. Sure, Peanut.
Like, Peanut gives a thumbs up. Peanut is a cat, but he definitely has like a thumb that just looks like one extra like finger on a cat's paw, but it's opposable.
I don't like
That's
that.
how he holds swords and stuff. Peanut's amazing. And then he looks at Cat. He's just like, Cat, now, if and it's just like, I'm kind of quite busy. And she sent me a laundry list of things that you could gather information from this Plumb Bob. Any amount of information is useful. What are they like? What are the Who do they follow? Do they have a centralized government? Is there anything useful for trade? What do they need? Could you find it in your heart to do this solid for me?
I will make every attempt.
And he just looks at all four of you. He's just like, 5 counting Frog. And he's just like, please. No more trouble. No more trouble, everybody. And it's just like, you guys have to sneak past Hymnal. The bounty hunters are out there. We had a run-in with them the other day. Don't worry, one of our other associates took care of him. But we know at the crossing of, here, let me move the map real quick. We know that they are watching the crossing of into Bone Meal. But we are trying to get to, here, I'll show you. Plumb Bob. Plumb Bob. So that's where we're going. But this crossing right here, like the road in, is very watched.
Okay, so directly south of where I've been before, right?
That is the easiest way in, and we're not sending the airship. It's too much of an asset to risk on this kind, and it's also pretty flashy and pretty noticeable. We have reports that there is a pirate crew in the area that also has an airship.
Is it the pirate crew I met last time, or a different one?
Yes and no. You stole a statue from one of the members of this pirate crew.
Hey,
she left her whaling crew.
It asked me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's stealing. I think that's just transporting a person to where they want to go.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. Like, never let it be said that Tlalli does not, like, grant requests. And Peanut's just like, he reaches into one of his ashtrays and just starts tries to puff on a cigarette that is already out. And he's just like, damn it, and he throws it down. He's like, okay. So, sorry, if you go, we have our missions. You, document magic. You, document necromancy. You, if you could, and he points to Tlalli. You're the officer on deck in this situation, Tlalli.
Very bad decision.
You have never once let me down.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if Peanut has ever asked Tlalli to do anything and had it not work out. But most of the time when Tlalli does things, it ends up working out anyway. He's just like, he starts rooting around in some papers. He's just like, oh yeah, I think this came in for you. And Tlalli, it's a sealed envelope that just says from the fire salesman.
Oh.
To Tlalli and Frog at Silver Thimble.
What does he want now? God damn it.
If you want to open it up, I'll tell you exactly what he wants. So, you can open it up.
I want to open it up right now. What the fuck you want?
Open it up. 2 things happen. The first thing is a gout of flame comes shooting up, completely harmless. Does not hurt anybody, but this is just, he sells fire, so he's gonna have interesting ones. And he's just like, Dear Tlalli. And it's just like, I have recently learned that you made it to this wonderful world as well. Isn't that quite interesting? Oh. And then, it goes on for a while of just, idle chit-chat of him being like, so I've walked the Silver Mountains, and I've walked the forest that massively scratched up by thorns, but our mutual friend was a great aid. She seems to have some amnesia going on, and very recently I have lost her. I was hoping that you and your friends might be able to aid me in the relocation of our shared partner. I have it on good authority that she has wandered into a side of the world that is known as Sonnery. Quite scary to me, and I refuse to cross that barricade. I have every reason to assume that she is safe, but if you have any contacts there, please let me know. And then he leaves his name and his full address, and he is staying in Yoke, for the record. For the record, everybody, Tlalli's girlfriend's in Sonnery.
Hey, we're exes.
Tlalli's ex-girlfriend. They have a turbulent relationship. Sonnery's a cool place. I love Sonnery.
I will keep this in mind.
Oh. Okay, yeah, absolutely. So, who's driving?
Me.
All right. Can you give me a 20-sider roll? Actually, do you guys want to get anything together? You guys are in Silver Thimble right now. What kind of stuff would you put together for you going to try to meet up with people that you've never met before? Like, the crew has almost no information on them. You are trying to, sneak. Basically sneak across the border because, they did have bounty hunters checking people at borders. And you know that you are looking for magical information, necromantic stuff, and yeah. What are you bringing, everybody?
Do the mysticians have anything specifically for tracking certain types of magic, or no?
I don't think the mysticians have a way to track necromantic magic. They can check when things are from different worlds, but Plumb Bob is this world, so it's gonna be orange for you guys because that's what this world is. But
and that word that popped out to me, it was it wasn't my magic, like my world.
You know what? I think it wasn't when it said I think it might have been purple when it said necromancer, but I think it probably went back to orange when it meant old one.
Okay, that's good to know. Charity's gonna pack light because hearing that they're gonna have to cross the border, they're not in the airship.
I want to pack that star chart, and I also want to, if I can, get a map of the area and a map of the area close to Fulgur Light.
Oh, Tlalli's got maps down because Tlalli is the navigations officer. So, Tlalli's that stuff is taken care of. But yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely. I'm just saying you guys don't have to extra carry that stuff. Go ahead.
Okay, so there's gonna be a little backpack. Charity's gonna have maybe a couple of things to take samples with, maybe, but packed very carefully so they don't if there's any glass tubes or whatever, they won't get broken. Also, there's a roll of duct tape. Actually, I have the card just in case, but.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then of course she's wearing her company-issued rapier. So. Not-
Oh, sorry, go ahead. That was just me making noise.
No. I'm there's not much else that they really have right now.
I'm down to let you guys just make it up, but yeah, I do like the idea that taking less stuff makes you harder to notice on the road. So yeah, if you guys want to start taking tons of stuff, if you want to add if you guys want to bring your pets and want to bring extra stuff, yeah, I can say that we can say that you guys have a big ass machine that's that is currently being devised by Kay and Vatna to help see different sources of magic. For sure, I will say that's a big device, and it is conspicuous, if you know what I mean. If somebody stops you at the border, they're gonna know who you are if they see that.
I am usually very good at breaking things, so I don't know that I would take that. I might take glitter as an extra set of eyes, and probably the Little Red Riding Hood cloak, which only really works in folk song, but it'll still work as, like, a regular cloak, I guess?
Yeah, it's a cloak. Alright, Tlalli, what are you bringing?
Debating on if I want to bring my snail or not.
Oh, you could definitely bring the snail. Hold on. Here we go. I did not name your snail, so that's up to you.
Does it want a name?
It might not. It might just be fine with snail as well as frog is good with frog.
Yeah, I feel like Tlalli doesn't really name her companions.
Nice. Snail's just sitting on top of frog. Tlalli sitting on top of snail. I don't know. I don't know how big snail is.
I have no idea. either.
I was thinking like a Saint Bernard puppy is how I was picturing it.
Oh, that's cute.
Snail's huge. Go ahead. Yeah, so Kat, you want to give me a roll that says you guys try to sneak through the fucking like border basically? Hold on. I've got a map for this and everything. So you guys have a car. They will boat you to the edge of it, and then I'm just gonna use this road again.
Also, since Cash explained some things before, does Adli know that A can see through illusions at this point?
Sorry, what?
From before, since Cash rolled well on the diagnose, does Adli know that A can see through illusions at this point?
Yeah, sure.
Before we take off, I want to hook a trailer up to the car and load up a motorcycle.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. 100%.
Just for the heck of it.
Hold on. I got this. Always prepared.
Excellent. All right.
That's the fire salesman's wagon.
That's inconspicuous.
What a coincidence.
It's the only one I have. I didn't make extra wagons. I never really thought, it's like, I need to make a bunch of trailer hitch things, but every once in a while somebody's just like, I'm gonna hook up a wagon to like this fucking moped, or I'm gonna hook up a wagon to our truck, or I'm gonna hook a wagon up to this boat, or I'm gonna hook a wagon up to this car. For some reason, I just never see it coming.
Potentially help me blend in.
Alright, so Kat,
Mm-hmm.
you're the spy. Well, you the intelligence agent.
Mm.
So we're going on the road right now. If we get stopped, like if this car is stopped, what's the cover story?
Let's see. Well, if I'm bringing a trailer with a motorcycle, I could say something about potentially going somewhere where I could either upgrade the motorcycle or trying to find, it could be an antique and somebody's trying to find somebody who'd buy it.
Okay, absolutely. You do know, very recently, there has been a shift in the politics of the city of Dry Dock. Dry Dock. So a lot of people up there might be looking for some kind of like form of transportation like a motorcycle. It's not an unbelievable story.
Alright. And I'm gonna roll for the border, I guess.
Yeah, take 2d20 and we'll take the highest. Yeah, 2 successes, so absolutely. What's more fun for you guys? Do you want somebody to have stopped you, or do you guys just want to like blow through with no problems?
I feel like someone stopping us is more fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me see who I got to stop you all. Oh, here we go. So you guys are stopped on the road by Paladin Thad, who is checking everybody's cars. So obviously, none of you right now are dressed in your uniforms, because that is very conspicuous. So Thad walks up to the door. You know, I made the inside of this car, but like we never got to see it in yesterday's game, so I didn't bother to put it in this one's, but it's my fault. So where's everybody sitting in the car? I love this question because it tells me a lot about people. Like, I know Kat's driving. I think you guys can all move your tokens, right? But they might be behind things, so let me do that. The car, for the record, spacious. It has the bench seat up front, so 3 people can sit in the front, then 3 people can sit in the back, and then in the back, it has the 3-seat looking backwards.
Charity would have called shotgun, like, needs the front window seat. They get car sick.
Definitely backseat. Glitter is probably being an adorable little bouncy thing and is sitting in the back seat looking out the back window, like face pressed against the glass.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thad walks up to the window and he like looks at Kat and he's just like, alright, where are we going?
We're headed down the road here. I have some stuff in the trailer that I want to possibly offload.
He looks at Tlalli, Frog, and Snail sitting on top of the trailer. He's just like, I don't think they... You know what? I don't know much about bone meal. I didn't know they bought frogs. And he walks over and, like, goes to poke Frog to see if Frog's, like, a living creature.
Frog squeaks.
He jumps back and he's like, ah! He's like, alright. Wasn't trying to, like, cause any problems. And he, like, looks at, Charity in the passenger seat. And he's like, okay. And it's just like all of this, family unit, familial situation. You all just, like, work together. You all just, I'm gonna put you down as a merchant. Can I get a name?
Cat's common enough. I'll go with you. I'll just stick with Cat.
The cat is like... Also, in this image, it looks like he has fur. He does not. He is like He's a very pale Sphinx cat man. And in the way that I feel like I've been letting people down, like, because I've been explaining them as, like, I say Sphinx cat, but picture more like, what if an elf was a Sphinx cat? Not like, what if a cat was a person? What if an elf looked like a Sphinx cat? But he has, like, glass armor on, and it's not completely transparent or anything. You can't see his dangly bits. And he's just, like, looking in the backseat. It's like, what are those? Like, points at glitter, and he's like, oh, got a lot of animals with you. You guys got a zoo, menagerie of sorts? What's going on?
No, just my little extra navigator.
An emotional support animal.
That's like animals. It's a problem.
Oh, no. It's like, as a paladin, I don't get to have many pets or anything. It's just like, he, like, walks back to Frog. He's just like, he's going for a little, like, it's one of those really awkward, I'm scared of animals, but I want to pet this creature thing. He just keeps putting his hand close. Or, like, when a cat's trying to, like, work up the nerve to slap another animal? That's how it's looking.
Okay, the frog should start puffing up. Because now it feels threatened.
Oh, shit.
Well, you look like you're about to smack him.
Oh, no, like, 100%. Yeah, he's just like, it's like, oh, no, okay. You guys can just go on through. Just go on. I don't like the way that you guys are safe. That's fine. I'll pet something else later. Yeah, if maybe when you come back, I will have worked up the nerve to pet him. Like, also, you will see that Thad, he is wearing his, like, glass armor. There are cracks in his armor that, like, were definitely not there the last time he was on screen. He has a scar under his left eye. He normally, you've only ever seen him with his, like, friend Chad, but Chad is not here. And, as he's stepping back, Tlalli, you see that Thad has, like, a big limp. Like, something is wrong with one of his legs, but he is just trying to work around it. Like, his armor is taken care of, like, making him seem like he's still strong and imposing. But he has been significantly weakened by recent events.
Oh, no,
He got knocked down and then had his head hit the side of a door really hard. So, like, he waves you all on. He's just like, go on, wherever you're off to. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Cat, you said you're selling a vehicle in the trailer here? That's merchant type vehicular sales. And can I get a destination from you? Where were you off to? Just for the paperwork, yeah. Like, I do really want to pet that frog, though.
Where were we off to again? Look at some of the...
I'm gonna roll to see if he heard that. He did. No. He's just like, I'm sorry. And it's like, you do see him, like, reach down, like, one of his hands, like, rests on his sword hilt. He's a paladin-ass paladin. Like, he's wearing glass armor, and he's from a weird, like, Sphinx Cat Elven society. But he is paladin. He is everything Leo doesn't like being called. That is exactly what Thad is. He's just like, oh, why are you driving if you don't know where you're going?
No, I just picked a direction and drove. I didn't have any specific thing in mind.
He's just like, alright, okay, but what makes you think that you're gonna sell this in bone meal? Not a lot of roads over there. It's a lot of sand. Anybody else can, like, help Cat here, but
There's something called off-roading.
They do make off-road tires, yeah.
Oh, Cat, did you install off-road tires on this thing? You can just say yes.
Yes. Sure.
And he's looking at it, just like, off-roading. Like 6 stunts off the dunes?
Oh, totally.
He's just like, he looks around, he's just like, can you show me? Like, you guys, if you got a minute. If you got a minute. Like, he looks around, and you see, he's like, I would love to see it in action.
Absolutely. You got a ramp set up anywhere for me?
He's just like, we got some dunes over there. They look pretty high. Like, we'll say, like, on the side of the road, there are some decently sized, like, sand dunes, and, like, it's like, oh, we could set up a whole thing if you want to.
I mean, if you want me to show you, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So here, if you don't sell it,
How's this? Yeah.
if you
Please.
don't manage to sell it, and you come back through this way again, like, put on a little show, give me a showing, and maybe I'll take it off your hands for you. How much are you looking for? You got a number?
It may be an antique, so
All right. It's like, you picked this up down by Dendroid in the Neverglades? I haven't seen tech like this. Also, this car, now that I'm looking at it, is pretty snazzy. And that wagon looks nice too. You guys really got some you must be a very successful merchant. I won't bother you guys anymore. I'm sorry. This is just me. I've had a hell of a week, guys. And he just kind of sits down, like, he not sits down, but leans against the window. He's just like, that was this big robbery. That's why they got me, like, watching the street, like, asking everybody, just simple merchants like you, these questions. My partner and best friend got really hurt, and, like, worse than that, I think he's in love with the person that robbed us. Can you believe that? He's fawning over this Katori. She's like, he just keeps saying, she's just so big.
Holding glitter tighter and looking away.
You can drive away from him at any point, but he will just keep on giving you his sad story about how, like, his life has gone down the hill.
Have you considered speaking with a therapist?
You know what? Normally I wouldn't have to. Like, him, it's just like, and I'm just gonna tell everybody right now. I'm just gonna say it. Himmel's not quite as nice as it used to be. It used to have a nice hum, and now we're resorting back to just like the ancient techniques of the song. And that's not real. It's like it doesn't reach as far. It doesn't get in you. I can't feel the resonance out here, even in all this armor. Look, this is broken. Like, what I wouldn't give to fix this armor. Like, if this would just be more set correctly, I'd feel the resonance even out here. But we don't have time or the resources to fix this. It's just, we're stretched so thin.
Oh, heavens, poor Flynn.
Yeah, we'll have to. If we come back through and I still have the thing, we'll give you a shout, and then we're just gonna have a nice day.
You too. I'm just looking for any fun, just a little levity in my life right now.
And then we're gonna drive off.
And now I have to move this whole car and stuff because I didn't know we were gonna like be moving car. Gonna be taking like a wagon and stuff. One second, everybody. Here we go. I think I got it. Nope. I didn't get Tlalli. Or Fog or Snail, because they were on top of the wagon.
It's okay. They'll find a way there.
Yeah, just fucking make it. Who knows how. Alright, so you guys are driving as you're driving through the desert. And then at a certain point, the roads are gone, everybody. Like, there are no roads to Plumb Bob. Like, you guys make it to Digburg, you guys can stop for a snack if you want to, for sure. Everybody in Digburg's doing okay.
Is life like a hurricane in Digbird?
It is, and like, it's a nightmare. Like, sometimes they get, like, race cars, lasers, and airplanes in the same day. It's a fucking dig blur. But I have heard that sometimes you might solve a mystery.
That's what we do. Sometimes we rewrite history.
The fucking Digberg. I'm not ready to write a fucking DuckTales theme song for Digberg. Do we want to stop in Digberg? You guys can stop here to try to gather information if you want to. It will, like, Plumb Bob is expecting you sooner. And, like, if you roll low, I will push your time scale back a little bit. But if you roll high, I'll give you really good information for things that you're looking for. Completely up to you guys, though.
I'm just focused on this Viking boat right here.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Just like
Tlalli, roll me a 20-sider.
Like,
I remember how to do that.
if there was time, Charity might try to squeeze in like a quick trip to the library, ask if there's like any information about like local religions.
There are no libraries in Digberg. But because, like,
Okay.
imagine, like, your old west. Imagine,
Yeah.
what was that fucking show called? It was great. I loved it. It had the guy that played Wormtongue in it. Nah, it's gone. But yeah, Tlalli, you rolled a 12, like, looking at that Viking ship. Everybody, while you guys all stop, filling up for gas and eating your snacks, Tlalli, Frog, and Snail have wandered off towards this Viking ship.
Gotta see what it's about.
With a full success, Tlalli, here are a couple things that you know without a doubt. This boat, was very seaworthy at some point in time, and it sailed for a long time. The fact that it hasn't decomposed at all is slightly, like, mind-blowing to you, because it is centuries old. Maybe, like, 1,000 years old, but nobody, like, touches it. You do feel like there is... Oh, no, like, Tlalli's been cursed before. There's a slight cursed magic to this ship.
Oh, damn, now I'm curious. But I don't need another curse.
Like, it's so salty. Like, I think Snail is licking the bottom of it and just, like, shuddering, and then just, like, once it gets over the shuddering of it, licks it again.
I'm gonna pick up Snail so it stops doing that.
Frog immediately licks it, shudders.
Oh no! Can't pick Frog up. No, I won't
Frog
lick it, God damn it.
Is Tlalli gonna lick this ship? I'll roll that 12 over, just so you know. That'll be I'll count it as a success again, if you want to lick this ship.
Oh, I'm an officer, I shouldn't.
That's the worst excuse I've ever heard.
I really want to. Yes, okay.
Is there
Tlalli.
like, are there like any lingering spirits or ghosts?
I don't think so, but
Okay.
Tlalli, you taste, like, and it's gonna be weird, like, you taste flamingos.
Ew.
Like, but not, like, yeah, it's a bad taste. It's a bad taste, because it tastes like flamingos, but, like, not Bobbert? Not
Oh, okay.
like your brand flamingos.
Oh, so
Like, if there was a family tree, there was a fork. And one way went pink, and one way went, like, hyper goth. You're tasting like, what if a flamingo spent its entire life smoking clove cigarettes?
I've smelled cloves.
Some people are gonna feel really called out by that comment that I just made. I don't mind. Yeah, I don't want people to smoke at all, generally, except for Peanut. He can smoke all he wants. But I have never objected to smelling a clove cigarette. I always object to smelling like regular cigarettes.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this information, but I will store it.
Absolutely. This also, this ship has been stripped of everything you might call useful. Like, there are no weapons on it, but it is a huge warship. Like, whoever manned this, and like the seats are made for normal-sized people, so it's not like this was a ship made for giants. Like, this was just a big ship that was sailing a massive ocean, and it must like the saltiest of oceans. And the salt preserved the wood and also the flavor of goth flamingo. But everybody else, we're gonna carry that 12 over. So you get you don't lose any time for stopping at Digburg. What you guys asking about? Charity, are you asking about religion like you asked? Like you were saying earlier?
Yeah, like a local church or anything like that.
Absolutely. Somebody's just like, we don't follow that. Not after the good doctor came in here and convinced us all that that hole was some kind of like sacred healing situation. But Plumb Bob's got a rather robust church and belief system. Be careful over there. Like, and he's just like, whatever you do, don't offer to heal someone. Don't offer to bandage someone. Like, even if you see their hand falling off, nothing. Don't do it. Get you banished. They don't like to talk about it. Just don't do it.
Well, I don't typically heal people, but okay.
So it's like I don't normally either, but like I asked if they needed a band-aid, and the motherfucker was just like, "Get the hell out of here!" And I was like, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna hit me?" And he was like, he fainted at the thought of hitting me. It was fucking crazy. Bunch of weirdos over there. They shame you though. They'll make you feel real bad. I haven't been back since.
Interesting. Well, thank you for the information. She's just
Oh, thank you for the drink. As he like takes the drink that you obviously bought him.
obviously. They're like Charity is just, filing some information away. They're getting some ideas.
All right, Kat and Adli, what you two up to? And Digburg. Digburg is a great town, by the way. Digburg is like, it has a bunch of people wearing incredibly brightly colored robes, and like, have you ever seen like what like people used to wear in the desert, like the very loose, flowy fabrics and stuff?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine that, just like, but all of it, like every color of the rainbow. Like, that's just how they dress.
Oh, cloak fits in great. I wanted to ask to see if there was a slightly flatter or otherwise more cart-safe route, because the last time I came through this way, I wasn't exactly paying attention to where we were going.
I think somebody's just gonna be like, there's no safe way to get yourself to Plumb Bob, but, and like, are you trying to get in from like the ground floor, bottom of the canyon style, or are you looking to get from the top, make your way down?
What would be the best route for a cart?
Well, if you're taking some kind of, and he like looks at your car, like out the window, he's just like, if you're taking some kind of horseless wagon, in which, crazy, the fucking times are changing, I can't stand it. Just like, a simple centipede was enough to get me around in my day, I'll have you know.
Winces at,
like,
at centipede.
You just take a saddle, you throw it on a centipede, you ride it into and they can go up and down walls. They don't have the. Oh, go ahead.
What if I get hungry?
Oh, you wouldn't eat one of our milking centipedes, would you?
No. Might be too big.
It's the milk centipedes, they are roughly the size of a bus. But the young ones, like your 5-6 footers, like those ones you can throw a saddle on and ride around town. Alright, I'm gonna roll that 100 side and we're gonna figure out what. Okay, so we got a 4. Whatever this 4 is what this guy is gonna give you for an item that he thinks will help you get down into Plumb Bob. Okay, so I rolled a 4. Matches. He gives you a box of matches and says, just like, this will help you light your way. Not a lot of light gets all the way down to the bottom, but I don't think your car can climb the hill, so you're going to want to start at the bottom and make your way up.
All right, thank you very much. Takes the matches and puts them in the cloak, and also kind of pets Glitter.
I think Glitter is like looking at one of the shot glasses, just like, I could take that.
No.
I could.
No.
I'm pretty sure.
Just stare at just stare
sure
at
I
it.
could.
You can stare at it. I know you
He's
like
staring, like Glitter is staring hard, and Glitter's just like, pretty sure I could. Pretty sure nobody noticed. Pretty sure I
No,
could get that.
you're not a thief. Just because you helped pick up glass in the greenhouse doesn't mean you always have to give glass to Justin.
I think I might want to steal that. He's not gonna steal. Like, Glitter is not gonna steal that item. It's just gonna be an ongoing, just like he's staring at it. Kat, what kind of information are you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Just waves part of the glowy parts of the of Adli's like vitiligo like star spots in front of Glitter, like, come on, let's go back to the car.
See that all the time. Don't see the shot glass that often. Just saying. All right, Kat, what are you after?
I'm looking for any information on the customs.
Customs, absolutely. Oh, go ahead. So we asked about the religion customs. What kind of customs are you looking for?
Oh, that's a...
Oh, just for the record, Tlalli, Frog, and Snail are all just eyeballing these centipedes that are walking around, and they look delicious. I need you guys to know that. They look so fucking tasty. Exclusively you three. Everybody else would never think about eating that. But these three, I feel like giving you Snail might have been like the best or / worst plot thread that I've ever like planted in the game. By just like things are gonna get more eaten that they shouldn't. Because a lot of people think that B is the consummate like consuming bad things. B just licks things. Frog eats everything.
Listen, you don't turn down free food.
You don't turn. You know what? I'm fucking with you. You don't turn it down. All right, sorry, Kat.
Guess we're trying to figure out how maybe how their daily lives are, and yeah,
absolutely. And like, I think you find some like old timer that's currently shoeing centipedes because they also need to be shoed like horses. And he's just like, yep. Oh, they're like metal spikes that they give them, not like normal horseshoes, like super fucking sharp metal spikes to dig into the ground. But also doesn't allow them to dig super deep. You know, just for a little bit of like stage dressing for everybody. But he's just like, yeah, you got on your way to Plumb Bob, I see. I You're not gonna need my help looking like pointing at your tires. But he's like, I do got the gas for that. I do have the fuel for that machine. Don't you worry. Keeping up on the times. You're not gonna leave this old timer behind. Mm-mm. I stay current. Unlike those folks at Plumb Bob, unchanged for thousands of years. I don't really let a lot of people into their town, but the people they do let into their town have said that they're mostly a nice people as long as you don't mind eating dust mites and like living in the shadow of a Grand Canyon. That's what it is. Recently, they've seemed a little bit antsy lately. I've seen more and more of them walking outside of their town. Some of them, and he like looks back and forth. He's like, I found some bodies in the sand. It looks like some of them are trying to get away from it, but didn't live through the exposure. It's a shame. We gave them a nice burial, had a good time. Then, and this is gonna sound weird, the next group of people that go over that area, see that grave's been dug up. They say it's been dug up from the inside.
That is fascinating.
Charity hearing this, or
If you want Charity to be in that thing in the scene, for sure, you guys could be wherever you want. Because Tlalli was checking on that boat, but then she heard the centipede thing, so I'm fucking cool. I'm cool with it. You guys tell me where you are.
no, I just wanted to know if Charity was like privy to the conversation, because they're not going to say anything. They know better than to say like in front of somebody like.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it, or Kat can tell you about the conversation later if you guys want to do that.
I'll let Kat decide, because that's.
Yeah. Yeah, you can be around. No, I can tell you. Let's see. I'll give you the details later.
Okay.
If you want to be doing something else.
Well, like Charity was over at the church anyways to just kind of like see if they could find it. They're already formulating like ideas as to what might be going on.
Awesome.
Oh, there's a church. There is a very like whitewashed, not the Urban Dictionary definition, but like literal white painted house that is non-denominational, but it's just like we do not sell chicken wings. It says like on the front of it. It's just like a non-denominational church, but they do not sell chicken wings. That's a joke for something else.
Oh, I can't bring wings back for Seth. Oh well.
And like Charity, in that church, like you see a statue for like Jesus. You see a statue like a clear glass statue, like not the best quality glass, but like that is like how Hymnal pray. There's a statue that looks a lot like if Frog is in this scene, there's definitely he's like, how come people worship Wasmodius here? Some of them, it's not a huge amount, but some people do worship, the Bee Devil. There was just a small chest sitting on the box that is open, and like it looks like you get the feeling that all of you, if you guys are all in this place, you get the feeling that you kind of want to toss a coin into it.
Huh.
Charity,
But, like-
toss the coin for science.
Oh shit! Roll me a 20 sider.
I was just gonna say I'm overly curious.
They're a scientist. They.
Take a +5 on any action you want this game.
Oh.
You tell me when you're gonna do it. Do it after you make a roll. Like you don't have to tell. Like just tell me when you do it. But I think it's smash cut. Like we smash to another scene real quick of like Simmons sitting at the Kriegs at Market. Like he's sitting at the secret recipe in the secret towers. Currently like drinking a little bit of no, he's not. He's at Folgerlight. Oh my god, this is so much better. we see Simmons sitting down, drinking coffee with somebody at Folgerlight. The image is shadowy and dark. We don't fully see, but everybody will know that this is Chest. This is one of the stand-ins for the devil in this world. Is like, he's like almost, he has his espresso like right up to his lips, and then he hears the coin rattle around, and like you see Chest's face come into like thing, and he's like a goat man with like demon horns. He has 3 legs, and he just smiles really wide, and Simmons doesn't know why he's smiling. But don't worry, Simmons' pet Riley, he's a turtle, had a play date with Chest's pet Calypso, who we're not gonna see, but don't worry, Calypso's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, and you can give that +5 to somebody else too, but they don't have to suffer the consequence. But I will tell you right now, there is a consequence to that 5, but it's not a negative one for this game.
Okay, and that includes like, even if I give it to somebody else, they won't suffer the consequence, but I will.
They will not. Nope. It's all you. It was your coin.
Way to be a stereotype, Charity. A necromancer making a deal with the devil. Okay, yeah, let's.
It's like, you're just looking for a little help, and fucking Chest is always looking to help. Let me tell you guys, if you guys wanted a god that'll fucking answer your prayers, Chest is that god.
So
He asks so little in return. Right, so are we driving off to Plumb Bob now? We're taking Adli's route?
I would confer with Tlalli, since Tlalli is the officer, but give them the route that I was told earlier about the entrance towards the bottom, I believe.
Do I have to roll anything to see if it's good?
Nope. It is most certainly good information. Like, you can tell by your maps that, oh no, that is how we could get the car down there. And it would at least give you the car at the bottom of the city.
Looks good to me.
All right.
I'm pretty sure Sep just make a reach out and touch Faith. Fucking, you made a Depeche Mode joke, I'm pretty positive. And I will not ever turn down anybody making a Depeche Mode joke. You guys don't know. Your own, unless he's making a Marilyn Manson joke.
Marilyn Manson did the cover.
It's a good cover. Marilyn Manson has never failed a cover. Can we, like, all agree on that? Like, Manson's a piece of shit as a human being. But every single cover, he's Tainted Love. Obviously, Personal Jesus is amazing. So good. All right, let's not talk about Manson because I'm just gonna get upset because he's a piece of shit. Okay, guys, we are driving the car into Plumb Bob. This is what you see at the bottom of Plumb Bob. And honestly, I didn't think that we were gonna like be down here today. But down at the bottom of it, this is what you see: houses built on the walls, and this is the narrowest part of the canyon. As you let me move you guys back to the other map real quick. So you guys are coming down like here. It's a ramp down, and the car can handle it. The car can handle it just fine. This is an ancient trade route, and like you're heading into Plumb Bob. Do any of you know what Plumb Bob means? Like,
No.
as a word.
I know what like plumb the depths mean, but like
Yeah, plumb the depths is of the same word.
Oh, okay.
It's a measurement situation. It's weight and counterweights.
It's like those things hanging on the right there.
That's exactly right. But Nika will move the camera so everybody can see it. But like this thing right here, I think is it's on the screen, and you guys see these on the screen. They're all Plumb Bobs. Charity, there are bodies in those.
Everyone's gonna just see Charity go still, and like they're looking up at these things.
I'm throwing on the recon visor to see if there's any difference in magic around here.
Roll me a 20-sider.
And Charity will relay to the rest of them. They're keeping bodies in those counterweights.
All right. So, a couple things. First, many of those coffins that are hanging
Dark
in,
One
like they are
displayed this
coffins.
card. Reveal your secrets.
They do.
Identify a magical or technological secret.
Oh, she
of an item. For
Air already like rolled a really good roll, so Air's fine. We'll refund that for you. Like I'm revealing the secret anyway. Don't you worry. Like I'm not trying to hide this from good rolls. But cool, like excellent if they didn't for you, Forge. But Adli, what you see is it is not null metal. Just get that across the board right now. It is some kind of strange like alloy that these coffins have been used over and over again. Like constantly. You see the fact that there is a door, but you see countless locks on the outside of them. And you do happen to see one. There's one in here that has a crack on it. And that crack is both very recent and was caused by an incredibly powerful magical source.
Do I get the color of the magic to make
Orange.
a Terry Pratchett reference?
Oh yeah, just everything here is orange unless Charity's looking for it, and then Charity will be able to see the overlaps with her world, which no longer exists, but part of it
came over with them.
Yep, sure did. We've seen him once. Let's see if we can see him again. I don't think we see him this game, but Tlalli, you frog and snail have like rolled into this town, and like everybody's like looking around. They're seeing a bunch of like bodies everywhere. Let me introduce you to some people real quick. And they are huffing out of breath. They're like, we really thought you would meet us up top, but this is fine, I suppose. Hello, Wander Crew. We sent for you. Who speaks for you? And they are isopods for 1,000%. They're wearing other isopods. For the record, they are wearing like armor and cloaks, but this guy's cloak looks like a death shroud to you, Charity. And the face mask they're wearing is just somebody else's face.
So Charity can just already infer that this whole culture is like very reverent about death and like just.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
This is Reliquary the culture.
Yeah.
And they do come up and they he puts his hand out and he says, I am Kalandra. Who may I address?
Charity remembers Tlalli was supposed to be Peanut.
Tlalli and Frog are just licking themselves. No, I do not want to take agency away from you, Tlalli. Also, this is me asking Trixie about Tlalli's backstory. Does Tlalli get high?
Probably.
Because I had a scene in the speakeasy that was Tlalli and Frog hanging out on beanbag chairs, just fucking. I didn't say that they were baked out of their minds, but they would definitely I I inferred it. Like that's like I was like, they're
Well,
fucking
yeah.
destroyed.
They probably ate something weird, so yeah.
Yes, yes. Oh my god, what did they eat?
Probably some weird bug.
Oh shit, we've got bugs that people eat. Oh, I mean, I'm not saying that people eat them. I'm saying the Tlalli and frog eat these bugs and get fucked up.
Hey, you gotta do something to pass the time.
You really do. And sometimes you don't want to hang out with your museum robbing murderous contemporaries.
Yeah, she doesn't know what it's all up about that.
I can't wait to put these bugs in the game. Because I need everybody to know, I did not put weed in this game. That was not me. That was Osiria. Osiria literally put weed in this game. Alright, so Kalandra is walking up, hand extended towards anyone. Like, literally just waiting for a handshake. They do... Oh, go ahead.
Charity, like, still wearing their gloves as always, extend their hand because they're just like, they don't know what the fuck's going on with Tlalli, so...
Oh, Tlalli's the worst officer, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I knew that going into this game, so don't panic. I knew exactly what Tlalli... I knew exactly who Tlalli is. As long as Tlalli gets hammered.
Charity extends her hands like, pleasure to meet you, Kalandra. I am Charity. And these are my companions. And that's my officer over there with the frog. And the
Even
snail.
with your gloves on, when you shake their hand, like, the green ghostly flames burst up. They do not flinch away from it, mind you. Like, green is the color of ghosts in this world, for the record.
Yeah.
Green is the color of necromancy. And we can thank Soki for that. Soki decided. And, like, he takes your hand, and, like, he does the full handshake, and you see him do a little, like, prayer. Like, you hear him pray. And the green flames goes down, and he's like, you must be our... And he says that word... expert that we sent for.
One of them, yes. Charity is just kind of like staring at their hands and then like looking back up at the, not quite freaked out so much as just like really fucking intrigued right now. Like scientist brain on like what's causing this? How is this happening? But they don't
Hey, Adli, you want to give me a 20-setter?
Yeah.
Magic's acting weird.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Alright, so we got an 18. You can tell that unintentional effects are going on. There's some kind of like connection to Charity's necromantic magic and these people's like what they're wearing. It is what Kalandra is wearing. The gloves being... Those gloves used to be a person. Like, and you look at them closer, that's somebody else's hands. Kalandra has their hands in somebody else's hands.
Huh. When I get the chance, I'm gonna pull Charity aside, but not right now.
I think Charity would... I mean, they knew instantly that those were dead body parts, right? Like...
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think it... They are not hiding it. They are like, it is worked, but not in the style of fashion. It is worked to be wearable.
Okay.
Also, Alandra. This is the other one. There's Kalandra and Alandra. I did not mean for their names to both be Dra, but they're the tokens that I thought made the most sense for like scouts or the people that would meet you. Alandra has a full fucking head of an ancient centipede as their chest piece. Like you can see the antenna going on. I'll make them bigger so you can see them. Here we go. Look at Alandra. I love her so much.
Taking
But yes,
notes.
somebody in chat said pill bug people. Yes.
I love isopods.
Oh, go ahead. If you got something to say, if you want to introduce yourselves, please do.
Hello, I'm Kat, and I'm really curious. Is that armor or just the fashion in the area? Just the clothing that you wear?
How would they answer this? We have been bestowed upon us with our ancestors. We wear what is suited to our jobs, and our jobs are to, as best we can, protect this settlement. And you guys can look around and see, like, people are doing their like living their lives around. And Kat, you will see that not everybody is wearing this armor. Oh shit, Kat, can you give me a 20-sider, please? Oh, 17. Fucking sick as hell. Alright, so couple things you notice. This must be the poor part of town. Like, not everybody is wearing, like, really good... Like, these are the two best dressed people in town. Also, those hanging coffins that you're seeing around are... not the best quality. Like I said, they've been used over and over and over again, and one of them has a crack that was recently caused. And it's just like, the fact that these two obviously so revere the dead, you would think that coffin would be better built. And you guys are on the edge of the town, at the lowest part of this town too. You feel like you know a little bit more about that hierarchy now. The closer to the top, or not even the top, the closer to the middle, like the part where the shadow hits best. That is the best part of town. You're in basically the ghetto right now. As like Alondra and Caladra are just like, let's get you all somewhere better. Let's introduce you to people of note. Do you need your machine for anything? Like motioning to the car.
Oh, that was just to get us to and from here. That's not, It's fine. We can walk.
Excellent. We have an elevator to accommodate. Can everybody make the stairs? Is everybody fine?
Of course, I'm well capable of walking some stairs, and Charity's going back to the car just to grab their bag, their small little pack, like, you know,
Just
put it on.
making sure I have notebook and Hi, I'm Adli.
Nice to meet you, Adli. I am Calandra. And this is Alondra. Your items will be most certainly safe here. I don't imagine anybody will have use for... And they look over you guys' cars, and like car and motorcycle and wagon. I don't know what this is.
Just alternate forms of transportation.
It's a means of conveyance for our people to use.
Comfort is a weakness. And they turn and they start walking toward, like, up these stairs. Please join us, if you wish.
Charity is like, phew, like right behind them.
Following with Charity immediately.
I need to know what Tlalli's up to right now, though.
Oh, probably riding on a frog and they're waddling after them.
Excellent. Okay. I didn't know if you were just like somewhere else, like ADDing it somewhere else. I was just needed to know.
No.
So they walk you up this ridiculous flight of stairs, and you guys all feel like you are walking forever. And like it goes up and down. Like imagine the Grand Canyon. Because I know the Grand. I've never been. Has anybody been to the Grand Canyon? Because I haven't.
Nope.
No.
Very briefly.
Based on pictures that I've seen of the Grand Canyon, it's a big motherfucking thing. But this is bigger. And imagine if you filled the Grand, like a slightly bigger version of the Grand Canyon with a city. Carved along the walls are homes and like statues. And everywhere you look, there are these hanging coffins. And I
have a question.
Go ahead.
So you said like I know the ones down there in like the lower levels, they were used again and again. Like so, like the bodies just naturally decay, and then they reuse them after. Is that what's?
Kalandra's like, yes, you got it. The poorest among us, the least powerful, the most dispensable of us have to share their coffins many times, and it's a great honor. Despite their bones, their bodies, their shells not being of much use to us, it is a great honor to have one of these familial things. This one, as they motion to this one up here, not solid brass, but like pure brass, beautiful, shining, quite new, you see. The further up we go, the better quality of our artistry. You will understand. Gorgeous.
I am watching everything and taking notes using the visor on and off.
So we are on our way. Oh shit! Let me. Are you guys? Do you want to meet the person who sent for you, or the person that they are taking you to meet? These are two different people. They will tell you that you are on your way to meet with, Vincent and Caspian. But you are supposed to be meeting a man. Man is a strong word. Oh wait, sorry. Like you were supposed to be meeting somebody named Caspian, but they are trying to take you to somebody named Vincent.
Do I know that from the orders?
Letter.
I think he's going to say something like, once you have a conversation with Vincent, all will be clear.
I thought we were to meet a Caspian. That was who signed the letter requesting our assistance.
Caspian has very little sway. I assure you, it's Vincent that you want to talk with.
It's not a matter of sway, it's a matter of finding out why we're here.
Yes. I've heard of this. You all call it bureaumancy, or something to that effect. Yes. Paperwork. Yes. Then allow us to take you this way. I'm terribly sorry. And you guys have to walk back down some stairs. But like you walk down some stairs to cross a bridge that takes you to the other side of this particular canyon, and then you have to start walking up more stairs. And Caspian's just like, so how do you all live. Do you have duties?
Yes, we all have jobs.
That's the word, job. I think the b sound doesn't really fit with their language, so as they're like just walking you guys across this place is like gorgeous, for the record, like, but Kat, you haven't seen a single store. You haven't smelled a single restaurant. Like, actually, Tlalli, you have not smelled a single restaurant. You and Frog are just like, the fuck? You haven't seen these people like you have seen these people like reaching into these like pots, and it looks like they stuff dirt into their face, like literal just dirt in their face, and then they pull out another pot, and you see them spitting dirt into that pot.
So
I was a little offended. Dare you not eat food?
We eat what the canyon provides us. And like, I think, does she? I think she must. Alondra's just like, there are rumors that we once ate great feasts of fish, and Calandra's just like, no, we do not speak of ancient myths.
While they're walking, Charity's kind of like studying them. Like, I know like they're dressed in like dead bodies, but with underneath all that, they're living still.
Oh, most certainly. They are,
Okay.
You will see some of them around. Do I have any tokens that show basically what they look like? Okay, so this one shows you what they look like underneath it, but this guy's about to be a very important thing, but I am going to show you it.
Okay.
They're kind of like, what if an isopod was a grub?
Oh,
okay.
that's cool.
Like, imagine their weird, like, heads and fingers. Like, they are very bug people.
Okay.
And they are wearing the dehydrated, cured shells of their ancestors, I guess. That is what, Calandra is telling you. And you have no reason to think he's lying, and just so you know, he's not lying. He's telling you the truth. You will walk past somebody that, like, they are hammering a nail into, like, the bridge, because the bridge just isn't quite sturdy enough. Kat, you do notice from this. Oh, can you roll me a 20? Can all of you roll me a 20-sided? Each one of you might learn something different.
I ain't gonna learn nothing.
There we go.
Alright.
I don't know where mine went, but it says I rolled a 12.
I
Two
also
12s.
rolled a 12.
Alright. So for our 12s, and we'll take those ones. We won't take the 5s. So, an interesting thing that Charity will see. Actually, let me start with Kat. Kat, you see that this wood in here is dried up. It's ancient. It's crumbling. Some of the bridges made of that guy just like suddenly showed up. These, like, the wooden bridges are made of just like dangerous quality wood, you know? This stuff, you can't be using this stuff. It's gonna, like, somebody's gonna fall to their death, you know? And they're over a massive canyon, and these bridges are everywhere. Like, the stone ones are fine, but the more, like, the wooden ones made for convenience are terrible. Absolutely the worst. And you see somebody, like, working on it, and they raise their hammer, and they bring it down, and you see them. Everybody, all of you see it. They bring it down right on their finger, right on their index finger. And you hear the crunch of their exoskeleton and you hear them like, yeah, and immediately like put their hand in their mouth and like bite it so that they'll stop screaming. And Calandra walks up to them and she's like, excellent, excellent. And she's like, do you have a vessel? And he's like, the person with their hand in the mouth shakes their hand, no. Does anyone have a vessel on them? I hate to be a bother, but do any of you have a vessel about... And they hold their finger out about this big.
Vessel?
Charity reaches into their pack and pulls out like a little glass test tube.
Calandra takes it. It's amazing, thank you. This will do perfectly. And the other one holds their hand out, like shaking as like with the damaged finger, and like they grab it and they do the fucking pull your finger thing and rip this person's finger right off. Like in one go, just yoink, like a tooth coming out, and like oh, excellent, excellent. And they drop it right into the vial and cork it up. Thank you.
Did someone tell Adli not to heal people?
Charity might have relayed that on the journey after talking in the church.
This person, like, to everybody's eyes, definitely just took 4 damage. And they're not passing out. They're on their feet.
Charity, are we really not supposed to...
I wouldn't suggest it.
Oh,
The other stories I've heard...
Waits. Go ahead. You finish it.
The other stories I've heard, they will take great offense if we try. And I'm beginning to think that the body parts that some people have seen falling off are not connected to them. I don't know.
That makes sense why I saw some of the green magic earlier. Okay.
He just kind of like pats Adli's shoulder and it's like, I know. Perhaps we can come back later and help them, but...
No, that shouldn't... If it were my culture, then yes, I would, but it is not, and I'm going to be respectful of that.
We'll find answers from this Caspian, I'm sure. Something
Frog is licking his lips. Sorry. Go ahead. Continue.
There's something more going on here.
Alright, so the further up that you guys get, like the better area that you guys... What the fuck? Fucking OneDrive? Don't show me shit like that.
What?
I like OneDrive for like, I guess a year ago to this day, I was taking like mock-up pictures for a passport photo to try to get like the correct angle so that Nika could take like a passport photo for herself. But turns out it's just giving me really ugly pictures of myself, making no facial expression. I don't want that. Sorry, everybody. I'm just mad at my computer. But the further up you guys get, the coffins are getting better. Like, gilded. Kind of like obstinate, you know what I mean? Like, you guys have all seen like Catholic crosses and stuff that are like, why would you go so hard? Why are you making like elaborate engraving into your, like, why are you inlaying with gold? That's just a cross. But yeah, so like the further up you guys get, you guys are on your way to meet with Caspian and not with Vincent. So Calandra and Alondra are just like, this is him. Go on in. when you are ready to speak with Vincent, let us know.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Oh, go ahead.
Just thank you very much.
Yes, we appreciate the escort and the guidance.
Yes, I hope you can do what they ask you to do. And when you can't, it's fine. And they walk away into back into town. Kat, you notice not a single weapon on them. Like, they weren't carrying clubs or swords or you saw Paladin Thad just a couple hours before you saw these people. And Thad was decked out. He had his glass armor, he had his fucking glass sword. He had some magical resonance powers. These guys were just no weapons, very slow moving, no armor other than the bodies of their ancestors.
That is very interesting. I wonder how they keep the peace with no weapons on hand.
That's a very good question. Can you give me a 20-sider? $10. Tough choice. Okay. So, you can learn the answer to that. How do they protect these people? But you will miss something. But, or in the process of looking around, scanning the area before you get into this room, you can see something. So, and I'm just gonna leave that up to you. Do you want to see something extra, or do you want to know why they don't carry weapons?
I'd like to see the something extra.
All right. So in the background, you see this weird little creature running around, and halfway across this wooden bridge in the background, it looks down and just raises its head and starts smashing its face into it. And then you see one of the people no, and as they're running at it to stop it, and you just hear a little laughter as this thing hits the wall and starts running up it.
That was strange.
What was strange?
Kalantra just, yes, what did you see? Did you see it? As you definitely see that guy start to fall off the bridge, but he manages to catch himself. He's ah! And as he's dangling, screaming, other people are helping him. It's so far in the background, it'd be very hard for any of you to save them, but I'm not killing them. As this person helps them up, and as he screams, you hear the laughter again.
There was a guy about to fall off that bridge. I don't know why I thought that was strange. We'll ignore that.
Castellan's just Kalandra, sorry, not Castellan. Kalandra's just yes. Sometimes people are quite indelicate. But please, he's waiting for you right inside.
Yeah, thank you again. And Charity just kind of proceeds forward.
Alright. So this is Caspian, sorry. He, in this room, all of those coffins above you are there, and they are gold. They are shining, they are resplendent, they are new. Caspian's just like, welcome, Wander Crew. And he's trying to, like, it does feel like this is like an authoritative voice, but he doesn't have a much of a different voice than the other ones you just met. Like, this is him speaking impassioned. We require your help for a great deed. You have all... I am Caspian. These are my two aides. We have Rowan, which is this one over here. Rowan's gonna come into camera right now. Rowena is her full name. And this is my dear friend Cedric. They are all pretty dressed up like priests, but again, isopods. Would you all like a drink?
What? Do you mean like some water or wine?
Water we have in abundance. We do not consume the beverage created of fruits left to rot in themselves.
Of course not. If you have some water, I would love some. Though, if you could also tell us what the issue is that you're having.
Not much for small talk, I see. Understandable. I get that a lot. We have, in the last week or so, been experiencing a problem that exists on two folds. One, and then you all hear like knocking, like boom, 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 coming from one of the coffins above you. One of which is that, but that is neither here nor there, especially. We are a pacifistic creature. We would never harm anything living, and we are most certainly not in the way to stop our great creator's plan. We do not heal, we do not help, we do not coddle the injured. Injury is a gift, pain is an experience. We all accept this to be true, and our lives have led very good lives for many thousands of years, since the sand drank the sea, it is said. And like both of the two on the side say, since the sand drank the sea.
Parody's gonna zero in on that coffin where they heard the knocking.
Oh yeah, roll me a 20-sider.
Same.
Yeah.
Nat 20?
Oh.
Fuck yeah. That looks like a 14 on my screen, but I'll take that nat 20.
Yeah. I was like, wait, is it 20 or is it 14?
Nah, we're gonna eat that nat 20 for sure. There is something alive in there. Sorry, my bad. Not alive is the wrong word. Something in that coffin is undead, the way that we really haven't seen undead in this world, and it wants fucking out. You can see on the coffin, because it's made of pure gold, pure gold. Like, if you're keeping something in while you're making it gold, you can see its fist prints of like insectoid fingers, like an insectoid fist. You can make out its knuckles as it is trying to beat itself out. And like the magical energy like coming out of it is, and like I think brown is the only way you can explain it, but it is a mixture of purple and gold. Like, and this is about a week ago is when the oldest marks begun to start, you know? 7 days since this thing has begun to start striking it. And you can look around the room and start to see natural 20, of course I'm gonna give it to you. You can see other ones. One of them has a hole in it and like a finger, a clawed finger like reaching out of it, and that finger is like slowly waggling as it is trying to like rip the gold further down.
What happens to the ones who escape?
They look up and like they see the fact that you finally saw it. None of them have made it out yet. But that is not without the desire of, and he makes a noise that's he's saying a name that sounds like the onomatopoeia for something like glass breaking. But I'm gonna call him Crackle Snap, just for like, so we can say the word. There is something here called, and he says the word, but Crackle Snap. Some strange creature was released. We're unsure of whether or not it has anything to do with the necromantic energy. We're pretty sure that is. And they all like cover their eyes when he says it. They all say it in unison. The ancient one, but again, everybody except for Charity hears the word necromancer. Charity hears the word ancient one, one who was before, he who brings them back, necromancer.
Does Charity realize at first that they're not hearing the same thing everybody else is?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think like it's kind of like more like a first language situation, Rupert Yellen.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's so obvious to you that you don't know why anybody else wouldn't fully get it.
Okay. This only started a week ago. What changed, or what is it? Or why do they want me to speak to Vincent so badly?
That crackpot. He has his own ideas for what's going on. He believes the Ancient One is back. Again, everybody else hears necromancer.
And this Ancient One, I presume, is foretold to, or used to, be able to resurrect those who have already passed on.
It was a time that we all had. It was said that our bodies did not die. It said that we did not die even upon death. That's why we invented these contraptions back in the day, before it became just the way that we do things, you understand. We had to lock the bodies up to prevent damage. But once they decomposed, it was fine. We could have their bodies. And he looks up at the one like currently banging. That does appear to be starting again. But we have that well and truly under our control. Don't let the masses worry you. That is not the concern. My concern is the sheer number of things breaking. You must have seen it on your way up. Bridges crumbling to pieces. Coffins that have survived many generations have begun to break.
Yes.
There's something else loose in our town.
And I don't know if you're aware, but in Digburg I was told that some people have left Plumb Bob, and at least there was one grave that appeared to have been, well, someone dug out of it.
Lies and slander by Vincent and his people? That is not happening. They are not coming back. We are fine.
Then what's banging in there?
Shit, I don't know how would he how would he try to spin it? Like, you guys can clearly hear the banging. I think literally we're gonna fucking Boss Sing say this shit, everybody. What banging?
There is no banging down in Plumb Bob. Oh no, that sounds so much worse than
I assure you, small purple one, we do quite a bit of fucking.
I mean, so does everyone else. What of it?
He winks at Tlalli. It's just like, yeah.
Out of character, is there like
No.
a connection between like the active coffins, or is there like noticeably like any energy like spreading to any other ones that like maybe haven't shown activity yet? If that makes sense.
Age. You can see, like, I'll fucking ride your 20 for a while now. The older ones that have no banging, there's no sound coming out of them. There's no like, or like whatever sound it is going on, whatever activity is going on inside of it is so minimal. Decomposition, age.
Okay.
That is what it is. Like, these ones are very, very recent.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
It's just
What-
like, oh, go ahead. Continue.
So then, what is it that you wish for us to do? If you don't believe that there is truly a problem, or that your ancient one isn't back.
The Ancient One is not the issue. We are currently looking for Cracklesnap, that strange creature that is breaking everything around town and laughing about it. We are pacifists in nature, and we refuse to kill anything. Nothing must come to harm within Plumb Bob.
So you wish for
But
us
we-
to capture Cracklesnap?
I wish for you to relocate the strange creature known as Cracklesnap.
Right. Okay.
Ancient one? Looks at Charity since Charity said it out loud.
What? That's what they said.
They said necromancer.
Oh. It's again like the word has layers.
Oh,
It-
oh. Don't worry, this isn't my first language either. I get it.
It's. They said ancient one as someone who. How do they phrase it? Essentially, he was the god of death and rebirth. Well, not quite rebirth.
No, it is most certainly not a birth again. It is a continuation of what should not continue. And even if, and I'm not saying he has come back, I would never say that they have come back. It is not returned. We are not going back to the archaic old ways. We wouldn't. But if it was, we have already solved the problem with our grand coffins. It solved it before, it will solve it again.
Grand coffin.
We, unlike some of you people out there in the world, I have not ventured out. And I think this is the time of Rowena, like this one, speaks of, I have traveled beyond the They all sound the exact same. I cannot preface that like harder. They sound the fucking same. I have ventured out in the world and I have seen many of your strange cultures. Granted, I have not visited the Silver Thimble and know not your ways of dealing with your dead. But even as locally as Digburg and that dreaded dry docks, they merely plant their dead in the ground. Who does that? How is that showing any reverence for your forebearers? The ground. I'm sorry, what was that?
It gets back to the earth, provides food for plants, animals, all that.
The planet can take care of itself, I assure you.
Yeah, that's part of the way to take care of itself is decomposition. That's what death is.
Can you roll a 20-sider for me, Tlalli?
Tlalli has views on life and death, okay?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I'm with you. So a tough choice. Do you want to give that a +5?
Yeah, why not? I'm
Hey,
fucking...
everybody, we hear that clock ticking.
Oh.
Like, so hard. And Chest, who is currently, again, playdating with Riley and Calypso, is just like big smile, like nightmare smile, like literally ear to ear smile.
Great. Can't wait for my one I gave you to come back.
And Tlalli, like your views on on death like are counter to this city. This city doesn't return anything to the earth. Not a single bit of it. Like their coffins are designed to like people rot in there, and once they are rotted out, they pull it out and basically like varnish the shells and then like wear that. You see around the room many of the like simple candle stands like are just fingers of people that have been repurposed into candle stands. Like all the jewelry, all their clothes are made of dead people. This Plumb Bob returns nothing to the earth, or returns nothing to the planet. They are not part of the natural cycle.
Yeah, Tlalli doesn't like this place or this people much at all.
Absolutely. Frog is just like narrow, like very like narrow eyeing everybody, like looking back and forth. Snail's probably doing it too, but Frog's doing it like he's got like you also feel like the fact that you're riding on the back of Frog, you can feel him vibrating, but he's vibrating with a weird resonance that you're not used to. Frog's angry.
I'm gonna try to soothe Frog because Frog doesn't.
Oh, for sure. You don't have to make a roll to soothe Frog.
Okay.
You soothe Frog.
Frog very much does not need to start eating people.
Oh, he wants to though. Let me tell you, he fucking like
Yeah, no.
Frog's ready to go.
Whether
They're just like, go ahead.
whether we have drastically different views or not, that doesn't mean we can't maybe help.
Oh no, she'll do her job. She just.
I mean, if one of my people died, they literally exploded. So
If you're looking for a job, it is simple. Please, and we beg you, remove this creature from our city. This strange crackle snap. And like again, it's an onomatopoeia in that he says it the way that you would hear like breaking glass. And then like a hint of laughter. That is like, but these guys can like make onomatopoeias as like normal sounds. I cannot.
While they're kind of talking, Charity's gonna look at the coffin that had like the hole in it where you can see the finger. and try to commune with the dead, like telepathically?
Yeah, sure. Give me a 20-sider for that.
Because they want to know if like there is someone kind of pulling the strings, puppeting.
So many 12s. Hungry.
Full
And
what?
like, and like you hear like, they breathe out in a breathy yes, but you see the word that basically means magic, like AP, life. They want to consume spirits. In your mind's eye, you see like a horde of undead creatures, not just isopods, but everything, every kind of creature you've ever seen. Little like burrowing owls that hang out in the desert, like you see them. You see not the Silver Thimble, because these guys have no concept of the Silver Thimble, but like a horde of zombies overrunning dry docks and overrunning Digburg, and every single person also reanimating and like then continuing on to take the world.
Given the history of Charity's world, this okay. If someone's looking, Charity has gone a little bit pale, and they're going to kind of like very casually, like, not really say it loud enough for Caspian and the others to hear, but just try to like say to someone who's nearby, we should speak to Vincent. Like, we need to speak.
Vincent is a charlatan that assured. No. What you need to do is you need to rid us of Cracklesnap. If the coffins are secure, and like this is the most passionate you've ever seen him, like it's ridiculous. If the coffins are secure, we are fine. It does not matter if our bodies have begun to come back. We solved this problem before. We will solve it again. The new issue, and he's like repeatedly pounding on his desk in front of, or like the podium in front of him. Our new issue is this creature.
But
with our laws, we cannot bring harm to anything, and nothing must be harmed.
Charity points at the coffin. You don't want to bring harm to anything. These creatures, when they get out, want to eat everything, and not just in Plumb Bob. They desire to drain magic out of every living creature.
And I think this is the first time Cedric actually says something. He walks forward. He's like, we understand. Don't you worry, my friend. You said your name was Charity, correct?
Yes.
My name is Cedric, and I am our defense counsel. We understand that we let things get too lax. We began to make things out of gaudy metals. Silver, your silvers, your golds, your weaker metals, because they looked nice, because we did not believe that the Ancient One would return again. And he flat out says Ancient One. He does not say Necromancer. We did not believe that they would be back. We had no concept that the devil would return. So we will return to iron, to stronger steel, the way that it once was written, and the way that it will once again be. And we know this. Our fears are, no matter what happens, the spirit of mischief, the spirit of breaking, this crackle snap will cause us no end of issues. And Caspian is scared to tell you, and do not interrupt Caspian. And Caspian was definitely about to be like yelling, I fear nothing situation. He's like that guy. But I think Cedric is like, you guys is more like calm helper in this situation. He's just like, listen, we will, of course, ask for aid when it comes to this creature, if it comes to that. And you are clearly I asked for you, Charity. Caspian had no idea that we were asking for aid on the necromantic front. I apologize. I should have let him know, and he is fuming. Caspian's furious, by the way. But he is right. The main issue today, at least, is this strange creature Cracklesnap. And you must have seen his damage around town. You must have seen it. Like, everything is falling apart. Things that have lasted thousands of years have begun breaking. Begun falling apart. We were very peaceful up to 7 days ago. So please, we can continue the conversation about our ancient evil, or about our ancient creature later. But could you see it in your hearts? See it in your power? Save our proud town. And he puts his hand to Caspian's chest. From this creature. Do you know anything about these spirits?
Would the mysticians have figured out any more?
Not about this. Not like straight up. The one that knows the most about it is Cat. Cat knows the most about it because Cat's the only one that's seen it, which is fair.
Cat didn't get a chance to tell us what she saw, right? Like, because it was right before we came in here.
Yeah, and like most of these people have not seen it. They have heard the laughter, and like I think Cedric is just gonna be like, there are many rumors that is a many-armed demon, winged and terrible, invisible and ruthless, tearing our places apart. But on the list of things, death is not one of the things that it seems to seek. Damage, annoyance, the breaking of our most sacred items. And he like motions to the coffins above.
So I'm gonna look at Charity and whisper, I wonder, I think I might have actually, because I'm gonna tell her that I think I may have actually seen the thing they're talking about. Should I mention it to them?
Go ahead. It's what we're here for, apparently.
Okay.
Okay, Kat, so you got a good sign of it. I'm gonna put it on the screen so that you know what you're looking for, but it's not actually here.
Mm-hmm.
This is the strange creature that I fucking love this thing. I think it's the coolest goddamn thing that Midjourney has ever created for me. But if you want to roll me another 20-sider, I'll give you some more information to see if you've put things together in this time. But you don't have to.
So to be clear, the creature showed up 7 days ago, as well as this recent activity elsewhere, correct?
Yes. Like many horrors have like arrived in the last 7 days. We saw the flare for dry docks go up. We heard much fighting above our lands, but many things do not make it down here. Things know better most of the time than to come down here. But this creature seems to have no honor, no shame.
What happened 7 days ago?
Oh, you all know that they robbed the museum 7 days ago.
Oh.
They let a bunch of things out of that vault 7 days ago.
We should probably go deal with that, like, now.
I'm gonna roll that 1d20.
Yeah, hit me with that. Yeah! No! One! There it is! You hear outside the sound of something like whistling through the air and like crashing through like bridges like breaking as like there's definitely one of the bigger, more ancient coffins held above, and it's just like up above is like they used to live on the surface. For the record, they used to live up there, and then they started like slowly making their way down because the ocean floor was like this was a fissure in an ocean floor at one point in time. You know, back when it was water, it's water up there. But they used to be much bigger. Much, much bigger. Imagine the size of blue whales. Like what if an isopod was the size of a blue whale? So one of those coffins has broken loose. Like, and is falling through their city. Currently destroying, like, just breaking their way through the bridges. And this is near the top. F in chat. Okay, alright, sure. Oh my god, so it's smashing to the ground. And other coffins are being smashed as well. Like, and some of them much newer than older ones. And at the bottom of the very bottom of this whole place, those coffin doors are coming open, and skeletal creatures, like unimaginable, like ancient bones and shells, chitinous shells. Oh yeah, we destroyed a car too. That's 2 cars in a row, everybody. This thing landed on the car.
Oh no.
Oh, is my motorcycle okay?
Yeah, no, the motorcycle's fine.
Oh, the library's
I
okay.
don't want a zombie apocalypse. It's too played out. Motorcycle's fine. But this city is currently under attack by the undead.
Try to tell them.
And then you all hear a bunch of laughter as there's so much screaming. And like as like the screaming gets louder, the laughter gets louder and more manic and more like and like super squeaky, and just like it's coming from it's echoing everywhere. As yeah. Oh, he wasn't even on it. Like this motherfucker is getting so fed. You are feeding him so much. Well, not you. This town is feeding him. Just in case you're wondering. He's not the biggest issue right now. I would say the biggest issue is probably the massive amount of undead on the ground right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't make a bunch of undead skeletons or anything for this, so I gotta find some tokens. So what are we doing? Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this. This is the town of pacifists. They don't fight.
Get people out?
Let me use curious case to see is the creatures, or maybe I don't need to use curious case. I don't know. Like you tell me. The creature, is it connected? Like, is the creature the cause of the dead coming back, or is that a separate thing altogether? Like the creature's just there to cause chaos, and then
the creature. You do not know. But the clues are pointing at there are 2 separate situations.
Okay.
Let's go get people out.
At the bottom of this city, there's a bunch of undead just running around.
Anyone pack a flamethrower?
Actually, yes.
You didn't say you packed a flamethrower. I asked you at the beginning.
No. However, I do have this that I haven't used yet.
Oh, raise firebombs not a flamethrower. Okay. Oh shit! What just happened? Oh,
It's not a flame. It's not a flamethrower, but if there's lots of debris and flammable things down there, then it could definitely quickly become a flamethrower.
Yeah, but there's living people down there, isn't there?
That's why I said we should go get.
many.
That's why I said we should go get people out.
It's the slums. Here, I'll move you guys here, right here. Like, this is what we're looking at, but you guys are, like, gonna be above.
Like, this whole place looks like it would go up in flames. I don't know if we want to destroy the whole place.
No, we don't, but we do need to get those things away from people.
So
Well,
are the
yeah,
zombies magic?
I don't. Okay, Alan, you have to tell me how this works. I mean, I have commune with the dead. I don't, and I
They're
have like
not dead
reanimate.
anymore.
Okay. Shit. So I was like trying to like wonder if I could like flavor text into like.
They all like you can commune with them for sure, but all they are saying is hunger.
Like I was wondering if there's like a dang it, I don't have an ability necessarily to control them unless I summon them myself.
And yes, Cat, these are magic for sure.
Cat's gonna look for the nearest elevator, because I've got that sword that absorbs magic. The modern major. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, fucking pump that sword up. Yeah, there's an elevator. You guys can get right down. Or, like, if you want to make it even faster, it's going to take a roll, but you can just grab onto one of these ropes and go.
Sure, I'll do that.
Alright, I'll tie it in with your attack roll if you wanted to. Like, what zombie you going for? Like, these guys, like, they're all isopods. I know that they just look like people, but, like, just go with me on this one. I didn't make an army of...
I'm gonna go for the one in the middle. Yeah.
Alright.
Cat.
20-sider. Yeah!
No!
Yeah! Okay, alright. It catches you. Okay, alright, so I know it's a one. I know it's a one, so it's not a tough choice, but here's your fucking toughest choice. I'll give it to you. Your absolute toughest choice is you can get down there, and I will let you kill this zombie even with a 1. Like, this one you will take out, but let me, like, Crackle Snap will be down there to make an attack on you, and he's going to break something that you have. You have to break something that one of your items, a magical thing that you have, has to break. But you can kill this zombie straight out, or the zombie catches you and just fucking full-on suplexes you. This guy is like, turns out you tried to stab Geef, and Zangief was ready for it.
Oh, I've only got a couple magic things on me.
This guy's gonna do 6 damage to you if he hits you, by the way.
I guess something magic's gonna have to break.
Alright. So, how did you kill him, and how did it break an item to do it? Did you break that sword coming down too hard?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you hit him, and, like, you slam the sword right through him, and it pulls the necromantic magic into it, and then just, like, it's too much energy, and you have to let it go, and the reservoir that holds the magic, normally, shatters, and you see it go flying into the sky. Charity, you see this too as a purplish orange, like, magic, and it goes into multiple coffins. Like you see this energy hit multiple coffins around, and each one of them start to pendulum back and forth in sync with each other, and everybody here hears the clock ticking.
Oh.
And then you hear, in sync with the clock ticking, you hear laughter from from Crackle Snap as he is down on the ground, roughly the size of, like, I would say a lion, like a big lion, but a lion.
Can Charity get down to Crackle Snap?
For sure. You can take the slow way, which is the elevator, or you can take the same kind of way that Cat just took.
It doesn't work out.
And okay. I gotta get to where Charity's got to get to where they can touch it. Charity is going to maybe try to like jump onto its back. First off, they're taking off their gloves, and then they're going to try to like come from above and try to get to where, maybe try to get back, but just anywhere where they can lay a hand on it and do heart kill. Like, they're gonna stop that heart.
Oh, for sure. Andrew, like, also Charity, if you want the Rip Like Jesus ability, like the suit, it makes you doubly as powerful. You have to rip off the sleeves of your outfit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I just need the role play. I need you guys to tell me how you rip off your sleeves.
First, they take off the gloves, and then they kind of look down, look at the creature, and they look at everything that's around, and they're just like, reach up on their shoulder, like, find the seams, and just tear. Just, like...
For sure.
Tear it off, and then, like, kind of do they're doing a flex, like, and you can just feel, like, people around them can feel that they're, like, gathering up their magic within them. And
all right, reach out and touch Faith.
All right, roll on a 1d20.
Sure are.
Oh!
Oh!
Let me see. Hold on. Do I have? Crap. I do not have a reroll.
I do though.
For sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
All right, so re-roll this, and then we'll figure out how the roll was changed. Yes!
Oh!
You guys are so bad at killing gods.
Oh no!
What?
I lose that AP, right? Even though.
Oh yeah, definitely
okay.
you lose that
right.
AP.
I don't have enough to do it again.
Does Charity have any magical items? What is Charity?
No.
Because no.
I brought I have the rapier. I haven't gathered.
Smart. All right. What does he break then? Because he doesn't. Let me tell you, Crackle Snap doesn't break anything. It doesn't. We can't actually. Sorry, Ro. We can't actually affect that one because we don't affect the secondary rolls. Like, re-roll, that one is safe from any other, like, tweaks. Just because we thought, like, it would get a little bit out of hand if we let it.
So, wonderful idea. Since Adli helped Charity technically with the pinch hitter, maybe Adli was trying to hold the rope and accidentally the Wraith Firebomb fell out of their pocket, because technically I played that, and if it broke, it would be really bad.
Okay, we can set fire to up there.
I was thinking down below, but either way.
Oh no, you can't make it useful at all. It has to be the second least useful place that it could be. And the least useful place it could be is probably inside with either Vincent or Caspian. Those are the two least useful places it could be. But down there is the most useful place that it could be. Tlalli, you, Snail, Frog, Charity, Adli, are surrounded in flames as, like, you guys see Crackle Snap look up at you and just smile, and the Wraithfire Bomb breaks straight down the middle, dousing this entire area in flames. Plumb Bob is on fire.
Charity
I see-
is like
I see your magician scroll.
throwing
I
it
wanna
to
give it-
Adli.
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
Okay.
I was just making sure I gave everybody else a shot before. So you didn't jump down then,
Oh, well, I thought I.
or did you? It's up to you.
That was the goal, was to
Okay.
jump down and land kind of like on top of the creature,
that's
or
not
at
you.
least close enough to touch.
Redhead's
Which
got me
obviously-
confused. Cat is down there. You're close enough. It like you reach your hand out for that move, and it is like trying to grab a greased up fucking cat is what it is. It slides, like, even though it's the size of a lion, it slides between you and Cat's legs, like super like gracefully, and you feel it like rub up against you. Like, I think its tail actually caresses your face as it goes, and that's when it spins around and looks up, and that's when the fire above you goes off.
Did I manage to get the scroll to Adli? Like toss it, or
Don't worry about me.
okay,
Okay,
or
yeah.
well, then
Yeah, we'll refund that one for you. Don't worry. No
Okay.
panic. Do not. All right, Tlalli and Adli, you two are the two that have not gone yet. Well, Tlalli, you're the three that have not gone yet, and Adli, you're the two that have not gone yet. You were finding the magician's scroll that Charity played. By the way, the second Adli and Tlalli, you two have spent the most time, other than Tlalli being like really in danger of on fire.
Yeah.
The second, like, Cat's sword went through the zombie version of this creature. This creature's dead. This one's dead. Don't worry about it. Everybody hated that. You guys immediately feel like the crowd booing you. You saving them, but the second the sword went into that zombie, they're like, no!
Oh, I don't care. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would never assume that you did.
Okay, is there anybody else up here with us, or is it just us three?
There's people running around, but they'll probably make it. Unless
Okay,
everybody rolls terrible.
I don't have to worry about them then, okay. You know what? Live and let live.
Glitter
Kill and
get
let live.
Glitter, get safe and get as many people safe as you can. I know this isn't your best, but do your best.
Oh,
I
if
love you.
If you are commanding Glitter to do something like that, that is putting Glitter at danger. We are not in the woods.
Oh, that's
You will have to, like, you could succeed. I'm not saying that you couldn't. But you gotta roll 2 dice, and if one of those is a 1, we're gonna lose Glitter.
nope. Okay, can't do that.
I didn't want you to lose Glitter. That's like, I just want to put that out there. Like, but this is not a mission that Glitter, like, this particular task is not good for Glitter.
Can I at least get, or is telling them to stay safe?
Yeah, absolutely. I will never hurt them if you don't give them express commands to do something that, like, even if this entire place went up with a nuke, Snail and Glitter and Frog would be fine.
Okay,
Thank
then it's just stay safe. And ooh, Tlalli, can
Yeah.
you call Rain?
I can sure try. Let me look at shift season.
I was thinking Storm Call, but I don't know what you have.
Oh, storm call might work too. I just saw shift season first. Do I
At least
have
asking
shift
you in
season?
person.
Do I have storm call? No, I have cloud call. Let's see what shift season is. Yeah, I'm just looking at my abilities.
Yeah, totally. Like I'm in no worry. I'm in no rush. Yeah, you can manipulate the element, change the current season ever within one color of your action. You can choose any season. You can make this fucking monsoon season if you wanted to. That's dangerous.
Yeah, that we're in a canyon.
Oh, that's a terrible idea.
So I'm with you. What? Oh, go for it.
I have a question. Like, okay, can we like expend AP to like -1? Like, I know what happens when we lose AP. Like we.
Oh, not Charity. Charity's fine. Charity can hit 0. Nothing bad happens to Charity.
Like,
Charity's
could I
not from
take
this world.
Okay, like. Oh. Okay, but like, because I don't have enough for another heart kill, but I could go to like -1 if I. But like, I would accept that would be like.
Oh yeah, sell me on it. Sell me on it. Oh, like let's let
yeah,
Tlalli and Adli do their thing.
let other people go first. I was just asking. I'm getting ahead
for sure.
of myself.
Yeah, absolutely. You sell me on going negative AP. I'll let you go negative AP. Just sell me on it. Like, what do you give up to do it?
Okay. But let them go though, because it may be a moot point.
So nobody up here is in danger except me, right?
Yeah, I think that they'll probably make it out. Like I'm gonna say that the fire did land around Adli and Tlalli's feet, but the citizens are mostly safe.
I think we're gonna have to jump.
About that.
What?
Shapeshift.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what
I
I'm
can
going
fly.
for. I'm going for Drake. Constellation Draco, I'm jumping off. Tlalli, do you need help?
I could shapeshift, but Frog can't. So I'm gonna stay with Frog. Don't worry about me.
Frog sticks his tongue out, makes it really wide. Frog's ready to parachute with his tongue.
You should. Okay, if you're sure. I am going to dive bomb that creature to try to pin it for Charity, so Charity can have extra concentration for whatever Charity wants to do.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me the roll for that.
Is it still 2 or?
Yeah, double up is still there.
Oh boy.
We got a 5 and a 17. All right. So yeah, you can you manage to dive bomb it and like hit. Oof. That's if you want, even with that 17, because of how this creature is, he is slippery. Gender is very strange for this thing. I don't know if there's another one of it out there. They are so slippery. They are so gross. To actually deal damage to this, you have to break something.
So it has to be. So it would break right prior to my shapeshift, right?
No, it would break the second you want to touch it.
Oh, okay. Let's make the worst possible choice. I'm gonna break one of my wings. Because Adli has wings in normal form. Would that work?
Yeah, I'll break one of your wings. So you take 4 damage from it and can no longer fly for the rest of this game.
Yep. So Adli is weird biology. So it's, you know what happens when you have a lot of concrete in a very thick bag and you hit it and it kind of breaks straight across, but the bag is still there?
No.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's basically what happens to Adli's wings, or one of Adli's wings, when they... One or both, actually, just to clarify. Just to ask how bad you want to make this.
For sure. So, like, in your form, you're basically smothering this thing so that it can't move. Like, it trying to get free has caught, like, the second your bones in your wings break, that laughter takes over everything. That is the sound that everything is making, even though it's not controlling them, but, like, the sound of Charity, like, setting her feet to do her next attack sounds like laughter. Cat, like, getting ready to for whatever they're planning to do sounds like laughter. And it all sounds like it's laughing at you.
All right, so Adli hits one of their wings on the side of the canyon. On the way down, there is a nasty snap as the metallic inside of their body just straight fractures across, but they land on top of the thing, and they are going to do, if they've pinned it, they are going to do the nasty bite on the back of the neck to hold it still.
Alright. So, Tlalli, what you got for us?
Okay, so the only way I'm gonna get down is jumping at this point, right?
You could jump, you could just, you could take the elevator, but it would, like, involve you, like, going around fire, and it would take a little bit longer. The fastest way down is jumping. But there are still, like, cables that you could grab onto. Like, I would tie that in with your attack roll, so just so you know.
Okay. I'm gonna try to land on this one.
Alright, fucking, let's jump on that fucking mummy guy. Let's hit him.
That's D20, right?
Yeah, 1d20. Give me 2 d20s because, like, I feel like I spent too long describing and we missed out on an opportunity. 3 and a 19. Thank God. Wait, which one was first? Just so I know.
19.
No, 19 was first, so you didn't even need it. The 3, like, my trying to help you out was shitty. So yeah, your fucking whole troop lands on this fucking mummified isopod and just turn him to dust. And you hear Conjure on the other like, Grandpa, no!
Whoops.
And like you're just covered in just mummy dust.
No.
You can use
What are you doing?
Telepathically.
Later for something, I don't know.
Could we please stop breaking things from their culture? Also, ow, fuck!
If their culture is going to be attacking me, I'm going to defend myself. I'm sorry.
Cat, multiple limbs are like jumping at you, like disembodied limbs are jumping at you, and this like mummy guy is like lurching at you. And this is, I'm making one attack for like everything. Let's see how they do. They have a tough choice. Cat, here is the tough choice that I'm gonna give you. You can eliminate all of these. No problem. They each only have like 1 HP. You're a trained fighter. You could handle this no problem. But you are looking up at all the people around you right now, and they're all very sad to see these things. But to be fair, everybody else is fucking killing things, and you've already killed one zombie, so, you know, in for a penny situation. So do you want to just obliterate the undead that are coming at you?
I can't think of any other way to protect myself.
Oh no, that's the choice, because like if you don't just like fucking finish them right now, you're gonna take another 6 damage.
Yeah, we aren't just like breaking these things for fun, they're literally attacking.
I didn't mean to turn this game into a pinata game.
Yeah, I'll take him out. I'll pull out my standard issue saber since my other sword broke, and just start swinging.
Fuck yeah. Like, what's it look like? So, like, you have two hands, like, and they're attached to, like, insectoid arms, and they're, like, lunging at you. Like, they're going for your throat. One of them's got, like, doesn't even have fingernails anymore. It's just, like, sharpened bones, like, going right for your eyes. And there's a mummy that's trying to, like, these moving way faster than your standard issue undead. So, like, and Charity, you see, like, every step that this thing has is flashing with the purple-orange magic as it's trying to spear Cat. But Cat's, like, gonna handle this. Like, there's no need for help. Like, the saber is gonna take care of all of this. But what's that look like? Like, oh, sorry, go ahead. No, Cat. Like, my question is, does Cat have a particular fighting style for this kind of thing? Do they, like, is it like this? The saber is sheathed until the last second, then suddenly pull it out and spin around, and everything's like dead, like anime, that kind of anime style, or is it like fucking rough and tumble, like visceral? We see everything die. Like, I just want to know how you feel.
I think I'm gonna pull the sword, two-hand the grip, and like baseball swing the arms. Then as I'm coming around, I'll turn it so the sharp end, so it cuts into the diagonally across from the zombie that's running at me. So I basically bat the arms out of the way with the blunt end, and then slice the zombie in half.
Yeah, you see the arms like hit walls and just crumble into dust, and then like slashed in half. The strange creature, like the mummified creature, like falls to its knees, and just like the last bit of word is definitely something like hunger, and then falls over. But Charity, A, Cat, I think Akana would be proud. B, Cat, this thing's being held down. Are you gonna go for it again? And tell me what you're giving up. What are you doing to be able to do this again?
I don't necessarily have anything to give up, but my thinking is they're going to lose control over the magic, and like there's going to be an immediate area of effect around them where things are just going to wither and become corrupted, and like you can tell me for how long that'll last. And because I'm going to go negative into, it's gonna, like, if I want to do the heart kill, it means I have to go like -1 for adventure voice, which is why I'm like clarifying that I can do that, and then like they're gonna drop, like not necessarily dead, but they're gonna drop.
Okay. Here's what I'm offering you. Okay. Here's my trade to you. Like, you do this. Everybody playing this game, everybody in this, you guys see.
Well, I do want to preface first. Yeah. First, before they do this, they're going to look at Adli and they're going to say, "Soon as my hands are on it, let go and get away," because they know what's about. Like,
absolutely, I wasn't about to risk Adli for this. Okay. Everybody around here, like Tlalli, Snail, Frog, Glitter, Adli, Cat, like you all see it. All of these fucking like coffins are gonna start banging. None of them are gonna get free. None of them are free, but all of them are awake by the sheer amount of necrotic energy that is going into this area. But at once, you like, I will take the one that Adli gave me and give it to this creature. You don't even have to make a roll. You are able to just grab it by the face or wherever you want to put your hand and just like pull it into dust. You will eliminate this chaos goblin. This thing will no longer be able to plague the world. Like, yeah. Crackle Snap, the entity known as the sound of breaking, will be removed from the game completely. And nobody else right now will be in danger of it.
And right before they collapse, Charity just utters out "I'm sorry." And then just...
So sick. Charity's arm shatters from fingertip to shoulder. Every bone in your... Which arm did you use?
Well, they latched on with like both because they knew they couldn't get a good grip, so...
Okay. What do you want to break? Do you think it's your arm? Do you think it's just your hands? Do you think something else broke? Do you think, like, it could have broken your skull, but, like, that's a bit... Could break your mind.
Let's go for mind, because, like, I feel like they're finally starting to get control over their magic. Like, I don't want that to be, like, a thing from here on that they can't control anything, but, like, they're doing... going back to their backstory, in their world, the reason necromancy was made illegal is because of one person called the Plague Bringer. That is her biggest fear, and what they just did is exactly the kind of shit.
Brought the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. So good. Okay, Crackle Snap, you are fucking done. Sorry, everybody. Love Crackle Snap. I wanted a plushie of him, but we're cool.
I missed them already.
Right? He's just a little guy.
You just wanted to break shit. That's so bad.
Literally, that's all Crackle Snap was about.
This little gremlin, okay?
Don't worry. So you all see Charity, like, eyes roll backwards into her head, green flames pouring like up and out of her eyes. You see it like rip, like burning her forehead, and like, you know, like a widow's peak in like a hairline situation. Like, not for long, but like for a little while, you're gonna have burn marks that go up there. And like, in my head, you are beginning to resemble the Plague Bringer. Like, in my head, it's like a guy wearing a plague doctor's mask, but with like cool ass horns.
So her hair actually is probably going to turn a little bit black in that area.
Oh, that'd be so cool. But you wear a hat, so we don't actually have to change your art. And like, Charity falls to the side, like falls down. No HP damage, but AP is set to negative as like Charity collapses into the dust, like into the mummy dust, basically, on the ground. And let me tell you how mad everyone in Plumb Bob is at you. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be. Like, everybody's like, what the fuck? And also, your car is destroyed. There's a giant-ass coffin on it. Motorcycle's fine, though.
Woo! Don't want to lose that.
The important thing is we saved the motorcycle, everybody.
You saved the motorcycle. People are throwing garbage at you. They don't eat food the same way that you guys do, so it's not like apple cores or anything. It is rocks, and it is barrels, and it is like pieces of metal. Like, everybody's just hucking shit at you, screaming, "Get out!"
Adli is going to scream in everybody's head, and then that's going to turn into an actual scream as a run over to Charity and just at least stabilize them.
Oh yeah. For, like, by all means, heal some. Like, for sure. Like, you take the shot and like hit it into him, and you hear a screaming that you would never understand. You feel like, Charity, your eyes burst open and like fucking, like, you cyclops this shit, except for instead of like a red plasma beam, it is green flames taking into the sky, and you see just a cloud above Plumb Bob, like start to form like a storm as just like it begins to rain. A deluge. You guys can't even see in front of your face. That's how like hard it is raining right now. Like in minutes, you guys are up to your like waists in water.
Okay,
Except for Frog. Frog's doing great.
So Charity's at 0. Are they
0 AP.
Wait, are they at least like a little conscious or still unconscious?
I will let you be at least a little bit conscious for this one.
Okay.
Charity.
Is it raining?
Look, we'll explain later. We need to go. Adli is also kind of crying because Adli's never been injured this badly, and one of their wings is literally partially broken because Adli has actual wings.
All right. Tlalli and Kat, since you two are like the most like okay right now.
Yeah.
It's raining salt water.
That's not good for the environment.
And it's very briny salt water. Like, you know what I mean? It smells like the ocean down here. Oh, Snail loves salt. He gets it on him and shakes a little bit. And Snail's a fucking weird masochist. I don't know. I would never hurt Snail.
Yeah, don't hurt Snail.
Snail and Frog are my favorite characters. I don't know if anybody knows this about me, but Snail and Frog are my favorite characters. So yeah, real quick, because it is after 8, and we do know that you guys all have to get the fuck out of Plumb Bob. Where are you guys going? Let me move you back to, because if you guys gotta run, like imagine over this entire area right here is just a massive storm. Everywhere that little like blinking thing is, it's a massive storm cloud. But it is not going to affect Digberg, and it's not going to affect dry docks, but we're going to figure out what's up with Plumb Bob a little later, don't worry. But where are we going? We going to Digberg, we going to dry dock, or are we just straight trying to make it? Are we trying to make it all the way back to the Silver Thimble without your car?
My vote is Silver Thimble. Oh, gods.
Yeah, because I wouldn't trust Charity to be treated by, like, just for the sake of Digberg, like, I don't know, like...
Oh, they would cut a limb off, for sure. Like, I don't know what's wrong with Charity, 100%, but they definitely think that your humors are off, and it's that right leg that's doing it.
No, we need to get back to the thimble. We still have that wagon, right?
Yeah, you got the wagon. You got a wagon and a motorcycle. Hey, can that motorcycle pull a wagon?
It does have a hitch on the back. We'll imagine it's about the size of a Goldwing. And Goldwings can pull trailers.
All right. So we loading Adli and Charity into the back of this wagon and just motorcycling out of here? I personally love the idea that, like, side by side there's a motorcycle just going, like, at full speed, but then Frog with Tlalli on the back is just hopping along right next to it. Like, keeping perfect speed.
Yes.
Okay, I
love whatever this thing is.
Also, once we're...
what are we clicking?
Oh,
sorry.
Whatever this is.
Oh yeah, we haven't gotten to see it yet. I'm so like, Nika, can you shift us to the right a little bit? Because I think it was Caustic that was just like, we should check this dude out, and I was so excited. Like, look at him. God, I just wanted to like. It's just a little guy. I fucking want to hang out with that dude. Also, can we all like appreciate the bottom of this map? Nobody's like a fucking psyched for whatever's below bone meal, but I'm so psyched for whatever. I know what's below bone meal, obviously.
I want to go to the Celestial Sea. Woo!
I don't think that's the. Is it? Maybe. I don't think so. No, maybe. But
I
yeah,
can't wait for Charity
okay,
to
yeah,
go to
it is-
Belltown.
yeah, Belltown's gonna be sick. Can I get 2 20-siders from Cat to get us to we're going back to the Silver Thimble. That's the plan? That's gonna take a little doing.
I think that was the plan.
Alright, let's just hope you guys can blow by Thad without him stopping you. If that was a 1, it would have been so much Thad.
It's like, sorry, I can't sell it to you.
Alright, but yeah, you guys like fucking blow past Thad, like hit the water, like just basically jump onto you guys' little like ferry thing, and immediately hospital. Charity is definitely in bad shape. Her mind has broken. No matter how much AP you give her, like she is like between worlds in a mental state, at least right now.
I just did that to try to stabilize her for the trip back.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it definitely like it got her awake. Like she is conscious, but like the things she's saying doesn't make a lot of sense. What kind of things are you saying, Charity?
Ranting about like armies of undead. Like also kind of also aware of themselves, like hugging themselves to like nobody can touch their arms or their hands, and maybe saying that they're going to bring about the end of the world a little bit, or
Sick.
yeah, like, and also like obviously very much like don't touch me, I will infect you.
Oh, absolutely. So, like, you immediately get put in the hospital, and, like, they take Adli, too. It's just like, we have to set that wing. And, like...
No.
No. And, like, they, like, I think Sama Stein, like, grabs you. It's just, like, no argument. And, like, cuff of the neck grabs Adli. And, like, Adli is, like, a hefty creature. We know that. But, Sama is also like one of our first officers and like very strong, like lifts, and it's just like no complaints, and just like walk, and like you see like Sama like is heat, like there is like a heat wave coming off of him as like everything you try to like fight again, like if you try to like no, we're going, and he throws you down, and he's just like here you go, and puts a leather thing in your mouth. And she's like, don't panic, everything will be good. We're gonna fix that in 3. Ready? And like you can't make any, like you can make like grunts, but you can't say anything. It's like, ready? Like look at me in the eyes. 3, 2, and then like snap as the bone fixes.
Adli doesn't have bones. That's
No, well, you're fine.
God. I mean,
I think they fixed like your chakra situation, you know? Like
it's metal. It's literally like almost solid metal.
Oh, don't worry. Salma's if it's metal, Salma's even better at it.
Yeah, because Adli's a liquid metal around a nuclear core.
Don't worry. Our hospital is good for everybody. Charity, you are in a hospital room, and like they don't know how to fix you. I think we got B- in there just staring at you like and like looking you over, and I think there's a glint of mischievousness in the look that B- is currently giving Charity's like restless corpse. It's just like you don't say. Oh, that's interesting to hear. That's cool. That's neat. But as far as like Cat and Tlalli are concerned, you two are back in Peanut's office.
Can I just?
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, hit me.
One more thing. Charity's eyes are no longer gray; they're green.
Green, you say? Absolutely.
Yes. Maybe a little bit of glowing, maybe not.
Well, yeah, I'm down. So, Peanut, 3 cigarettes in his mouth right now, all of them lit. Turns his face to look at you two. He's just like, oh, you 4. And she's like, all right, so how did it go? I know Charity's in the hospital. I know Adli's in the hospital. It could go either way for us on this one, based on the crew's reputation. How are we doing? How do we think we're doing?
Oh, they hate us.
All right, so on a scale from -5 to +5, where do you think we're sitting?
I'm not good with scales.
-1.
Yeah, that sounds good. We technically fixed the problem.
So
They just hate us for it.
We only made them extremely angry and nearly burned their city down and then flooded their city.
Wait, did we cause salt?
With salt water. But I'm not there, so.
Okay, so there are some people that are arguing that it's -4, and you are arguing that it's -1. So I'm going to split the difference. I'm going to say we're -2. You did solve their problem with the weird creature that was breaking everything. You did make a lot of other problems, but that's not like that. We'll figure out what that water's about later. Yeah. So Peanut's just like, well, could be worse. As he takes a drag on all 3 of the cigarettes at the same time. And he's like, what do you all know about Sonnery? And that's where the episode will end. And like you guys see a map on his desk that has Tlalli and Kat, can you both roll me a 20-sider? Let me take a look at my Sonnery map. Alright, so full... Oh, is that 20 for... Fucking 20 for... Alright. So, you see a lot of things. Okay. Tlalli, you can... Oh, shit, yeah, okay, sorry. It was just you didn't roll that 20. You gotta hit the 1d20. You just rolled
sorry.
Oh, good catch.
Wait.
Right. If you just hit d20, it's not a roll, but we have to do 1d20, right?
That's usually how I roll, isn't it?
Oh no, it rolled it for me. Yeah, she's straight up Tlalli rolled a 20.
Yeah, that's usually how you roll it, right?
Yep. No. That's it just didn't roll because it was at the same time Cat rolled. It's an honest 20. I just checked it myself. Yep, that's how it works. I think if you click the thing too. Yep. That is a fair 20. That is an honest 20.
I don't see 1 or anything.
No. So here is my question to you. Do you want to know exactly where your ex is? Or do you want to know something about Sonnery that could be useful to the crew? Just a selfish thing. What do you want? Is this my map for Sonnery? No, that's my map. Oh, no, it is. Yeah.
I'm gonna roll for it. It's a D2. There's no D2? That's lame.
No, you actually have to do the roll 1d2. It's annoying.
Heads, girlfriend.
All right.
Oh. I guess that's heads, is it?
All right. So we're look. Your ex is in a town and is currently trapped in some kind of a spell. Is a little bit hard and a little bit weird, but they are in a town called Gloamcrest, and you see a quick you get a flash of them when you look into the map. You see a flash of your ex in what we would consider like suburban 1930s clothes. Very just like maybe a little bit like a little very Leave It to Beaver. Very and they're walking around this these fairgrounds, and they're eating cotton candy, but behind them, like nobody can see it. You can see it in this vision, but nobody else seems to see it. Is something stalking them, like glowing eyes and like dripping teeth, like stalking behind them.
Sorry.
And like, but the town is spelled. I put it in the chat. It's spelled Glomecrest. So yeah, we know where your ex is, and they're in danger.
I guess I have to do something.
We play a good game.
I suppose I have to arrest me again, though.
Cat, a little thing for you, because you rolled high too. There are Peanuts like marking cannot be trusted on this map, and like he circles this town called, and he spells it Evile, but you've seen a map that spells that town Eeville, and you just like you can correct him that they are not necessarily a threat, or you can let Peanut think that they are a threat.
Oh. Well, just yeah, that town you have on there, Evil.
Yep, evil. Yeah. Terrible name for a town. Like that, you're not sneaking one like that past me. I'm no fool.
Maybe you should have somebody have a closer look at the town before you just write it off automatically as being.
But look at how it's spelled, and they write it in such a spooky font.
I love Peanut.
Spooky fonts are amazing, though.
It's a spooky font, and like they call themselves evil. It's like okay. We'll send you and Akana out there at some point. You guys get to go investigate evil. Like as soon as we get those towers up, we'll get you guys over there.
That sounds entertaining.
This is gonna be on you guys, though. If they turn out to be murderous bunch of fucking Skelebros, like, coming for us, this is on you.
And before I go, I picked up what was left of my sword. I'm gonna take it, and it may lose its special ability, but I still want it fixed.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure Phil and did I name him Chaos? I don't think I named him Phil and Crisis. Phil and Crisis will be happy to take care of that for you.
Awesome.
You guys, and he's like, you see him like petting Snail, but he's not petting Frog because Frog scares him. It's like, you all get out of here. I'm sure you deserved. Well, I'm sure you need rest. Deserve is not part of our job. Alright, and with that is the end of this game. I don't think it went too great in Plumb Bob, but I love Plumb Bob.
We're
going back. Go on.
I like them too. I just feel bad.
Yeah,
Oh, I like the aesthetics.
I liked
Right?
it. I mean,
Tlalli
and
doesn't,
Charity,
but I liked it.
Charity was all about ready to, like, help them take care of that little necromantic problem. Just
a 1
expect
and then
to
an
come-
F in chat is like so fucking funny. It's just like, all right, like I thought we were gonna talk this one out, but nope, I'm gonna drop a
Nope.
coffin.
Yep.
You all did great. Oh, sorry, I gotta do a real quick recap of this game. Kind of forgot about the recap section. All right, everybody. So today, in today's game, we went to study some kind of problem that was currently going on in Plumb Bob. Through the game, we learned that it is directly connected to the prison break, the museum heist, the vault heist, whatever you want to call it. Like when we let out all of those spirits and other creatures, we let out a creature that is an onomatopoeia for things breaking. That creature wanted to break things, and the more important things to break, the better. Like, the more something was worth, the more it wanted to break them, because it not only loved the breaking of the objects, it loved the pain that it caused, or being the upset that it caused. So it broke reliquaries, which is what Plumb Bob loves. They keep the bodies of their dead and they wear their dead. That is just their own culture. I'm not gonna knock it. Like, they clearly had a problem with necromantic energies at one point, then it went away, and now it's back. I'm sure that's not connected to the hymnal situation. You guys made some friends. That wasn't great. You then fought a bunch of zombies. Charity destroyed the creature, but had to call on an awful lot of necromantic energy to do it, which just sped things along. So all of the hanging coffins now are shaking, no matter how decomposed those bodies are. It's a problem. I'm not sure if that has anything to... No, I said they cured and varnished the bodies after they came out. So, like, the clothes that they're wearing are not attacking them. Nobody panic about that. Adli's in the hospital for a broken wing. Charity's in the hospital for a broken mind. Tlalli and Cat, Frog, Snail, and Glitter, all perfectly fine. Just, like, going about their days. And there we go.
Charity, or, Otheria, please babysit, Glitter.
There we go, everybody. That is today's game of Good Life.
How's the Salamander King doing?
Salamander, he's fucking chilling, for the record. I'll let you guys know that right now. Wait, did we roll more? We did roll more ones this game, didn't we? 2 in a row! I'm sorry, that dome is down. That dome doesn't exist anymore. Tlalli.
What?
You asked the wonderful question how Salamander King's doing. Are you going and, like, visiting? You interested? Just want to see how he's doing? Yeah, right. Tlalli, Frog, and Snail, like, wander up to where the barrier is, and there's no barrier there, and you guys see hundreds, thousands probably, of salamanders. Many of them kind of like, if you just Google Japanese salamander, like that is what you're seeing. Like, except for on the other side, which is the fire kind, but the Salamander King is sitting on a pile of what used to be homes and skyscrapers, but he's leveled them and he's reached into the the river that goes through the town and just created a giant swamp, and he's sitting on all of these things as though it's like a huge beanbag.
As you do.
As you do if you're a giant creature. And then he, like, slowly turns his head, and he's like, his eyes, like, glitter at the sight of Tlalli, and he's just like, my advisor.
A king.
And that is where this episode will actually end. So yeah. Sal's good. Sal's free. He loves Tlalli. Let me tell you. Sal loves Tlalli. Salamander King, not Sal. Salamander King loves Tlalli. Does not necessarily love you. The crew in general. Like, I'm not making you guys like mark like a down thing for this, but if we did have a scale for Dyad, it'd be +5 Tlalli, -5 Silver Thimble. Good game, everybody.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. So we got a game tomorrow that we are going to Dendroid with. That's an 8-player game that's going to be really focused on like the engineering situation for like robot combat. And then we got a game on Monday. That game's going to be sick. Big himbo energy.
Big himbo energy.
Big himbo energy.
Oh, me, thank you.
So you guys are all great. This game went great. I have to pee so bad because we're about 25 minutes later than I normally would go to the bathroom.
Absolutely fair. So yeah, we are going to wrap up here, and we will be back tomorrow for Rock'em Sock'em, basically.
Rock'em Sock'em.
Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.